With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shazbin 9 and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to ward because his code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burping, leaning ban. It matters not if battery fun. His trials can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending never bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and party life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over it and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil's light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today the 14th of October 2022. It is a Friday. Happy Friday, one and all. Hope you're all doing good. It's the start of the weekend for some people. For Phil, it's literally like the start of his week because he had his day off yesterday. Fucking weirdo it is, fucking random day off one day of the week and it's fucking right in the middle of the fucking week. That's kind of weird to me, but there you go. And yeah, by the way, I've not actually seen this video yet. I heard about it, but I've never seen the video. But apparently Phil got 4th place once more for who has the worst reputation in YouTube history. I don't know who got first. All I know is that DSP was 4th and like Wings was what, 7th or 8th or something. I can't even mind. But yeah, Phil eternally 4th place again. Yeah, this train says eternally 4th place, just like his fucking one actual good evil stint. So there you fucking go. I don't even know if I was going to reference this or mention it today. It was, this YouTuber's got 2.69 million subscribers. The video itself has had almost 2 million views and it's only a day old. I've not actually seen any of it yet. I'm not sure what it's like. I'm actually going to watch it at some point. I'm not. I just wanted to show it as a just to show off the guys. If you guys want to see, if you guys not seen it yet, if you've not seen the whole thing yet, here is the video link in the description if people want to check it out. As I said, I've not watched it yet, but I'm going to check it out at some point. But that's for later, that's no fucking right now. Right now, we've got some bingo to fucking focus on. Phil is awake, he's alive, he's fucking ready to fucking go. And yeah, let's just get torn right into this bingo card and spin the wheel and pick our card for today. So, here we go. Leg slap. Yes! Woohoo! That is going to be a guaranteed. We're definitely hitting that. He loves them leg slaps. You could probably have a separate counter for the fucking leg slaps, but nah, I'll confuse the crap out of me. Nah, leg slaps are what we're going to use for the bingo card for today. How many leg slaps do we have? We have 205 of them. Right, I want a number. So here's, before you guys get all fucking crazy with numbers, spamming numbers in chat, trying to be the first one, I have got a specific criteria in place. The specific criteria is the number must contain a 6 somewhere. It can start or end with a 6, but it must contain a 6. Profit is the first one saying 96. Hang on a second, Profit, why didn't you say 69? That is not the real Profit. That is an imposter Profit. Someone throw him out. There's no way that's a real Profit. The real Profit would have fucking went 69 immediately. There's something very sus about that Profit. I'm not buying that. But Profit was the first one, technically. He can't, if actually, yes, we know it's fucking backwards, but you still wouldn't miss a fucking chance to spam 69 Profit. We know you. We know you too well. But the 96th bingo card with leg slap on it is what we're going to use for today, so bear with me while we get down to the 96th bingo card. Here we fucking go. This is the bingo card we're going to use for today's bingo, the one on the left hand side here. So here's the thing. We voted reality, sound good, and him talking about family, which is a given because he just had his day off. He's going to talk what he did with his fucking wife and all that shit. So then we've got Q&A, him clearing his throat, hand graphs, which is where I fucking... It's how do you describe hand graphs? Basically, he uses his hands to kind of display visually how things are doing performance-wise, usually. Whether things are getting improving, so it might fucking go up the way as things are getting better, or it might go plummeting down the way as things are getting worse. It's usually attributed to a numerical value. That's kind of what we ascertained from like one of the previous streams before. So yeah, that's what hand graphs are. And we've got him saying tired and him scratching his stash. So next time you've got variety, update, him snorting, him saying goal and unique. So camera pointing is literally just him pointing towards the camera, towards you essentially. Him saying help, him having a creepy whisper, him having a dumb close-up, which is where he actually uses the OBS feature. He presses a button on his OBS to actually have a specific, dumb close-up with a little fucking border around it. And him getting at least $15+ in tips. Finally, the bottom line got him saying tips, idiot, business, dead air, which is where it says fucking nothing for like, a whole... I think dead air is at least 5 to 7, 8 seconds, something like that. And finally, the leg slap. The good old leg slap. That's a fucking good, robust leg slap from me there, I must say. I'm quite proud of that leg slap. But there you go. That is a bingo card for today. I am going to save this before I forget. I forgot to say the bingo card one time. I've never forgotten. Some sad news. I just discovered sad news here about half an hour ago. Robbie Coltrane died. He's a Scottish actor. You probably know him from fucking like Hagrid. He played Hagrid in Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Which it was like fucking perfect for. You know what I mean? He definitely fucking has the look of a Hagrid. You think about it, if you read the books, and then you fucking look at Robbie Coltrane, you think, that guy is him. But he's a great fucking actor. So he's done far more than Harry Potter. He had his own TV series which lasted like 13 odd years. Cracker, he played some kind of like chain-smoking detective kind of thing, police guy, but as well as that, he was in several movies, in 2 Blonde movies. He was in Ocean's 12 as well for a wee brief cameo. He has several roles, he has so many different roles. He's been on TV as well, various different shows and everything else, He's a quality actor. I think he's a very underappreciated Scottish actor. When you think of Scottish actors, you tend to kind of think of Ewan McGregor, his Star Wars fame and all that shit, Gerald Butler, more modern, who's done very well for himself. Robbie Coltrane, a lot of times, seems to kind of get forgotten about, which is a bit of a shame because he's a quality actor and he has been for so fucking long. But he was like 72 or something like that, and he's... Of course, Blackadder, I had a wee stint in Blackadder, yeah. I think it was a Christmas special, at least in Blackadder. Yeah, that was a good one, I remember that one, so yeah. He's a great wee actor though, And yeah, it's one of those things where he had a good long life. I'm actually surprised. He was a big guy. He was a good actor, But he doesn't look like the healthiest person in the world. I can kind of relate to that. He seemed to enjoy his food. A wee bit, you can say, if you know what I mean. He was a big guy, but yeah, he got to his like 70s anyway. And yeah, rest in peace to Robbie Coltrane, solid actor, And yeah, it's yeah, as I'm saying, it's like check out some of his movies if you get a chance to. Some of his lesser known works, whatever, might be IMDb and see if anything catches your eye, whatever. But he was a great wee actor, And he will be missed from the screens, I think, But and also, these days, as I said, people just kind of associate him with Hagrid. It's like one of those things. If you ever read the books and you watch the movies, he's literally the one that's been like cast perfectly. It's like that fucking role seemed to be fucking made for him. It's bizarre. But there you fucking go. But yeah, rest in peace, Robbie Coltrane. So yeah, we bit of a sad note to go on. Goodness me. So yeah, Phil, as I said, is wide awake. Just waiting for the stream to start properly. He has got people in his chat, like mods in his chat, so I'm kind of glad Leaning Ban is not on the card today. That's kind of a bit fortunate because there's a good chance his mods would have just done it for him. But there you go. And yeah, we're just waiting for Phil to start the gameplay. And yeah, that's the bingo cards all sorted. I had a wee bit of problem today with the music. The music wouldn't play for me. I had to try and like remake the playlist, and like I was doing it in the last second, so there might not be as many songs on the music, Meerkat's music as usual, because I haven't finished making the whole playlist. I just tried to throw in, a quite few in there to get them playing automatically. I don't know why the playlist is having problems, but I'll get a sort of next stream, don't worry. But you'll still hear some music anyway, which is the main thing. So I'm going to get the bingo all set up properly. You guys enjoy the music while we wait for Phil to go properly live. And as you can see, he's got 486 members. He's gone down a wee bit more. To 486 members. Get it right up, you Phil. Is he going to whine and bitch and complain about it? Who knows? Everp, don't worry about being a wee bit late. You made it here anyway. We're not actually started the bingo properly yet, so you've not missed much. You just missed me rambling. Which some people enjoy. Fair play. I'm going to turn the music up and I'm going to mute myself and wait for Phil to go proper live. So, cheers, guys.
Screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera. I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in, then put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in, then put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control.
Like exploding in the stream chat. People who, they pretend like they support me. They pretend like they're positive, and they're not. They're shitheads. They sit here and they sneak this, and they say underhanded things. They try to literally bring up either detractor memes or literal drama shit every day. They do it on purpose so that they can try to derail the shit that I'm doing on my streams, you know? And it just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun, man. I really just want to fucking have fun. That's it. That's all I want to do is have fun with you guys. Fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have no taxes, bills to pay, nice chill stream today. You're having a fun and interactive time with me and you're finding entertainment, positivity, and value in it, then the support should just come naturally, okay? I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. Here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. It's bullshit. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know?
Right now, for the next week, I'm literally strapped for cash. The only money I'll have is tips coming in on the streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. So now in the next few days, I have to raise money to pay my utilities. And then, you know, see what I mean? Like, this is how it is for me. Yet these shitheads out there want to fucking fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin all kinds of financial shit for me. Then on top of that, make stuff up to try to make me sound like a terrible person on the internet. To make money, I have to pay my bills, you know, I have to pay my...
Okay guys, Phil is going live right now. You guys know the drill. Just tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the card. You know, we're going live right now. So, yeah, you guys know how this works for now. Just, yeah. If I miss something in the card, harass the crap at me, let me know. I'm a dumb bastard, I miss these things sometimes, but it happens. I don't mind pausing and rewinding if we have to. So, good luck guys, here we fucking go. Fingers crossed.
Good morning everyone and welcome. How is everyone today? What's going on? It's time for a new streaming week. And I'm excited. I hope that you guys are too. Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much for a tip from F. Bear who says Quentin Tarantino presents Kill Phil. Cat is the bride who torments Phil and hits him hard in the crotch for 2 hours. Well, that's an interesting fucking take on that. Yeah, I don't know. Is that could be some robust viewing experience in the cinema? Who knows? But yeah, it's an interesting one. Quentin Tarantino. I remember seeing Kill Bill in the movies with my pals years and years ago, random and all, and it's like one of those things where we found it hard to appreciate the effects. We felt it was a bit over the top. We know it's meant to be over the top anyway, but some of the scenes where it's like fucking dramatic action scenes and it's like blood fucking squirting up in the air like a massive fountain, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's a wee bit over the top. At times we'd actually laugh when we shouldn't have laughed, but it's one of those things that just caught us off guard because we were expecting a bit. I don't know. Phil fucking wishes he could kill his bills, man. Jesus Christ. But alas, every single fucking day. And of course, every fucking month guaranteed, a certain fucking, at the start of every single month guaranteed, I've got 2 big bills coming up. 2 big bills. It's almost clockwork, man. You can really, it's almost fucking clockwork. You type in Pig Go, 2 big bills, you'll see the dates. It's always at the start of each fucking month. Always. Within like the first week of each fucking month. So yeah, thanks again, Mepe, for the tip. I appreciate it. Good wee start, so cheers. Hey, Agent Proper, what's up, pal?
It is officially Spooky Week. Wah! 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 Wah!
Well, that's a dumb close-up for you. What the fuck's he fucking doing? Jesus Christ, man. But hey, fucking go, it's a dumb close-up, so there we fucking go. Actually, I think I need to add soundboard back to the fucking rotation. I took it out because the batteries were dying, and I think, we weren't hitting it for a while. But, yeah, I don't actually think soundboard is on the card anymore to get picked, so I really should put that back on the fucking card, shouldn't I, for future? I don't think I've missed anything else, have I? Since, literally the only thing that's happened is this dumb close-up. We don't have weird noise, do we? It might do me fucking creepy whispers, who knows? But we've got one so far, for fuck's sake. Phil's just being weird as fuck right now. Look at that fucking wart. Whoops, around too far. That fucking wart, man, on the fucking side of his wee fucking face. Look at that shit. Jesus Christ, man, he really should not be zooming into his fucking face when he's this fucking ugly. Jesus, man.
Because we're playing a lot of horror games this week. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I had a good day off yesterday. Today is Friday, the 14th of October, 2022. I hope that you're all doing well and you're excited for a brand new week of streams here on DSP Gaming as we start my very first episode of the week of the Level 1 podcast. I really love these horror borders that we have for the month of October, and I'll be alternating between them every single day. I had a couple, I used the same border earlier this week because we actually played the Evil Within 2 days in a row, so I wanted to use the Evil Within border twice. How y'all doing? How was your day yesterday? I missed you all. Although, admittedly, I had a pretty relaxing day, which I really needed. Last week was very stressful. Between the Street Fighter 6 beta, which was very exciting, but at the same time, me trying to turbo learn a game within 3 days is a pretty daunting task at the age of 40. And then having a very stressful day on Monday where pretty much everything went wrong that could go wrong. We did end up on a strong and relaxing note for sure. But overall, it was a very stressful week last week. This week, we totally won't have any stress because I'm playing horror games every day. Right. Literally, every day this week, I'm playing something that could be considered horror, which is exciting. Of course, I'm playing different kinds of...
Well, for fuck's sake, first of all, Phil is fucking shat on horror games for so fucking long. Say, no, that doesn't scare me. That doesn't scare me. These fucking idiots pretending to be fucking scared. He fucking shat over things like, Five Nights at Freddy's, for example, as fucking just people fucking pretending to be scared for the camera, not shouting, hyping up just to try and get popular on YouTube. He shat over the fucking format of scary games, people getting scared by games with horror, and all of a sudden he's fucking trying to pretend all these fucking games are spooky as fuck. Fuck the fuck off, Phil. The scariest thing about Phil's fucking content is not the fucking games he plays, but seeing his fucking face cam, especially when he fucking zooms in.
Of horror every day. Like, Scorn is one kind of game, which, by the way, we're going to talk about this on today's podcast, because I think a lot of people have a misconception of what Scorn is. And so based on, what I'm seeing on the internet, I want to clarify with you guys what to expect today. And then obviously I'm going to play it and we're going to make our own personal judgments on the game based on what we see as I play it. We're going to have the continuation of the Evil Within and the completion
of my playthrough of The Evil Within 1 this second time around 8 years later. And it's been interesting playing it, you know, these 8 years later, because I've been able to kind of compare it now, not only to gameplay experiences that I've had in the last 8 years, but having a different kind of audience. You know, 8 years ago, not having an interactive audience, not even having face cam on my playthroughs and stuff like that. Very different, right? So I absolutely am enjoying the second run, although admittedly I still don't think that the game is perfect. A lot of people really kissed this game's butt when it came out 8 years ago, and it's interesting to play it again. It really is. And then, of course, later on this week, another new release, Plague Tale Requiem, the sequel to the indie hit from a few years ago, Plague Tale, Plague Tale, was it Innocence? Which, man, that game was shockingly good, but also shockingly gruesome, right? Scary. So I'm excited. This is a very interesting week where every major stream is a horror-themed game. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we've got a horror-themed marathon reacting to the Rob Gavigan YouTube channel. All right? So, wow. Great week. I think...
Wow. I don't think I'll be here for it. Fuck that shit.
This is really the week where we can feel like we're heading into the busy autumn, fall, hardcore, Broketober gaming season, whatever you call it, because everyone calls it something different, right? But man, if you weren't ready, this is gonna shock you. Seriously. So many games. And that's just this week starting off. Next week, we actually have to make a choice. And I'm sure we're going to be talking about this over the course of this week. Do I play the new Mario plus Rabbids game? Or do I play Gotham Knights? Because they both are going to be coming out at the end of this week. There's no way, if I'm already playing Scorn and Plague Tale, that I could take on 2 more new games. I have to decide between the two. And which do I play? I honestly don't know. I could see it going either way. I could see like playing Mario plus Rabbids and having a smaller audience that's more chill, but maybe more supportive of the playthrough. But I could see Gotham Knights being a more widespread mainstream audience. But if the game's not that good, which seems to be the case, then it might not necessarily be the best playthrough. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we get started, I have a stink bug that's just stuck into my house. He's right here on my wall. And if I kill it, it's going to...
Does that count as a camera point? It almost looked like he's pointing at the ball right next to the camera, but that was essentially a camera fucking point.
Into my house. He's right here.
It looks like he's fucking pointing at the camera. Let's see how this goes, where he goes with this.
On my wall. And if I kill it, it's going to create a stench.
Also, I heard him slapping his leg. 2 seconds, legs up. We got a nice wee diagonal line starting already. We're almost at a full bingo already.
That's going to stink up my entire home, and more bugs are going to try to get in. So what I need to do is grab this stink bug, and I'm trying to think how do you guys recommend I get rid of a stink bug? Because if I grab it, I'm trying to remember, does a stink bug let off its stench even if you just scare it? Or do you have to kill it? I do have bug spray. The problem is if I spray the bug spray, then the whole room's going to smell like it.
Okay, I'm not going to tick him pointing at camera. He wasn't actually pointing at camera. He's actually pointing at a fucking bug. So I'm not going to count camera point for now, okay? But yeah, Phil is literally just so fucking useless at everything in fucking life. He can't do a single fucking thing by himself unless his chat is holding his fucking hand. Call the fucking fire department, Phil. Get them to fucking save it for you. Just get them to save the situation.
So you know what I might do? I might actually go get someone made a good suggestion. Say get a piece of Tupperware, try to knock it into the Tupperware, and throw it outside. That's actually a great suggestion, I think. Because I do have Tupperware I can use. So let me give you a second here. He snuck into my... I told you guys I have a hole in my freaking screen, and the fucker got in. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back.
This will count as dead there, guys. So we can safely tick that. He's unmuted. So maybe we'll hear him. So I'm going to mute myself, see if we can hear him in the background. But this is dead air. Can't hear fuck all. I might just spam the soundboard instead. It's funny, as soon as I did that, I could hear him talking. I'll rewind it for you guys, right? I don't know if I can like boost this anyway. I'll try to, right? Let me pause Meerkat's music, okay? Temporarily, and mute myself, and I'll try and boost the audio, okay? So give me a second, I'm going to rewind it for you just a wee bit so you guys can try and hear what's happening in the background here, right? So, yeah, you can definitely hear him talking. 2 seconds. So he's fucked off here, okay? Right, I'm going to try and boost the audio and mute myself, okay? So have fun trying to decipher what's going on.
Okay.
Right, it's coming back. So that's SCP Sophie. The Nosferatu figure was a gift. You know how he got the 8-ball from that random guy called Dutch? That guy also sent him a Nosferatu thing. So Phil didn't apparently spend money on that. That was part of the gift, the fucking gift care, the gift box thing that was sent to Phil. So that Nosferatu statue was gifted to him by Dutch, that random fucking Dutch fan of his. So there you go.
Oh shit, where did it go?
Also keep in mind, obviously, Phil, this is another example of Cat being home. Apparently, Phil has to fucking arrange his days off with Cat, and yet she always seems to be fucking home. Most of the fucking time, she's always fucking home, it seems. So if Phil has to fucking arrange his days off with her days off, and what the fuck's, you know, Phil could literally have almost any day off, it seems. It just doesn't add up to me.
Oh no. Well, that's not good. He was right over there on my wall, and now I don't know where he went. Here, I got Tupperware. Shit.
What the fuck kind of gross ass
I don't know where he went. Here, I got Tupperware.
The fuck? Is that just like a bunch of different fucking scratches in it, or is that some fucking strange, what the fuck? I love how he holds it at the fucking Tupperware. Guys, look at me. I'm being responsible. Look at me being a responsible adult. Look at my Tupperware. Give me money for showing you my Tupperware. The fuck, man.
Shit. It heard me talking. Apparently it understands English. I've never heard of that before. Son of a bitch. Where did it go? Oh, there he is. I see him. I see him. What are you doing in here, man? Not supposed to come in here. I might get him in this thing. Now he's not gonna move because he's scared. Stinky bug. Come on, move it. Move it. You're not gonna move, are you? You're a pain in my butt. Got him. Got him. Good shit. Ha-ha. I have trapped the stinky bug, Jasper. I got him. Stinky bug. See him? So I'll do the nice thing and I'll put him outside. I won't kill him. He didn't do anything wrong. He wandered into the house stupidly. I don't know. I seriously have a tiny hole in my screen, and bugs just tend to sneak into my house. Stinky bug. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. He's just innocent bug. Doesn't know what he's doing. I'll throw him outside. I don't want to hurt him. I made that mistake. Many years ago, there was a stink bug that snuck into my house, and I killed it. And that was the biggest mistake I ever made. It attracted a bajillion more bugs. So I'm not doing that. He's going outside. Jasper, you want to go throw the stink bug outside? What a podcast. This was completely unplanned. This was not part of the plan today. Now he's on the freaking lid. All right, let's go get rid of him. Stinky bug.
Everyone's confused. Phil derailed the stream by catching a stink bug. That's essentially all. So, a stink bug came into Phil's office, he freaked out, went down to get some Tupperware, came back, caught it, showed it off, and is now thrown it out of his home. Now I can hear him marching up the stairs. That is him coming back now.
What a day. So get this.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going to start playing Meerkat's music again so we've got something enjoyable to hear in the background at least.
So, I go to the back door. I'm going to throw the stink bug out the back door. There's a squirrel sitting on our back porch. He's looking at me. He's like, I'm like, well, I don't want to scare the squirrel. So I had to go to the front door. I tossed him out the front door. Unbelievable. I was like, the house is surrounded by critters today. We got squirrels. We got bugs. It's definitely the fall. We've definitely hit the autumn season here in Washington State. So anyway, can we get back on track? What a derailing, huh? What a derailing. All right, so welcome to what I feel is truly the first day of the busy fall gaming season, because we got Scorn today. We've got The Evil Within, of course, that we'll be playing over the weekend to finish up. Tomorrow, we've got the Marathon with Rob Gavigan's YouTube channel. Tuesday, we got Plague Tale Requiem. And then, next week, we have to choose between Mario plus Rabbids and Gotham Knights and balance between all of those games. At the tail end of this month, we got the Resident Evil 8 DLC, as well as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Do you want me to be honest? Right now, I'm very excited because a lot of these games are going to be good. Like Plague Tale, the first one was superb, like exceeded all of my expectations. So I'm very excited for the sequel. You guys know I loved Resident Evil 8. It was actually one of my favorite games of last year. While a lot of people didn't like it as much, I loved it. So the DLC, plus a multiplayer, which is cool, and then Modern Warfare 2, I actually really enjoyed the beta. And so having a campaign plus awesome online play, like there's a lot of good stuff coming up that I'm really pumped for. And it's like the opposite of what the whole summer was. The whole summer was like, all right, not really much to get hyped for, not really much to get excited for, right? Play some downtime stuff here or there, have a good time with my audience, which, by the way, I very much appreciated. But here we are in mid-October, and finally it feels like we're heading into a busy time of the year for games. It took a long time to get here. It seriously did. But I'm excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. Although it's funny. It's funny I say this, because today it's beautiful autumn weather. Even though it is sunny outside, it's cool, it's nice, it's relaxing, perfect, opportunity for some nice fall gaming. This weekend, we're having summer weather again. What the fuck? I'm not kidding you. We're going to have temperatures in the 80 plus degrees Fahrenheit. That's summer weather. It's mid-October. The weather people meteorologists are saying this is like unprecedented. We've never had temperatures this hot this late into October ever in recorded history. So, guess what? I took out my air conditioner a month ago. This weekend, I'll be sitting in here sweating and having a splitting headache. And what am I supposed to fucking do, right? Like, this is ridiculous. If anything, I guess I'm going to have the NSAIDs or whatever. The anti-inflammatory drugs ready at the go in case I start getting a splitting headache like I did 2 weeks ago. I remember 2 weeks ago I did my react event to the Keemstar documentary, and it was so hot in this office, I got heat exhaustion. And it lasted me like 3-4 days where I had a splitting headache on and off. It sucked. It was not pleasant. And it took about a week for me to kind of just get that out of my system and feel better again. And now here we are, it's starting again. If anything, this better be the last hurrah for this insanely hot weather for no fucking reason. Like, this is just nuts. You want to talk about the real horror? It's global warming, man. This is insane. Normally around this time of year, we have temperatures in the 50s. Let me do it. The 50s with clouds and rain. Instead, temperatures in the 80s with full sun. This is ridiculous. I think I'm going to start living underground like a mole man. Hey, I'm the mole man. I'm going to build an underground bunker, all right? And I'm going to have landlines going under there for the internet. And we're going to stream from 10,000 leagues below with all the subterranean creatures. It sounds like a plan, doesn't it? I've had enough of this bullshit. Screw the sun. I'll just take vitamin D all day, you know? I have enough of this shit. I just want to chill, man. How can I not chill? I can't chill in the fall because it's hot. Okay, let's go piece by piece through this week.
Hold on a second. I don't think sorry, Barrett Wells sent a super chat, but I didn't get a notification for it on my activity feed. It's not put a notification for it. I'm sorry, Barrett Wells, but I don't know why it's not played for you. Let me find an older one. I found an older notification for you. I'll play that one instead for you. Hang on.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money.
So thank you, Barrett Wells, for super chat. I don't know why it didn't play for you, but there you go. And Barrett Wells says, I feel bad for the farmers because it could mean a dry spring, but I don't feel sympathy for a guy who doesn't leave his goddamn pig pen. I fully agree with you. Phil is fucking reading and ranting and raving about the weather when he stays inside almost every single fucking day of the goddamn week. It's stupid. It's nonsensical. There's no fucking reason for Phil to bitch and whine and moan about the weather when he's a fucking hermit. But there you fucking go. This is Phil Burnell for you. He'll find any fucking reason to bitch and whine and moan about the fucking, anything in general. He literally will find any reason whatsoever to bitch and whine and moan. Prophet's saying I'm banned from streaming elements. Actually, Prophet sent a super chat as well just there, saying banned from streaming elements. I can check, but I don't think I am. I've had no notification or anything, as far as I'm aware. Let me very quickly just check my streaming elements to make sure I've not irked them. I don't think I'm banned. I mean, I logged in and it seems okay. I don't know why the activity feed's not updating, but I'm on the website and I seem to be okay. How do you know if streaming elements have muted you? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on, guys. Sorry. But yeah, Prophet, let me find one you saw. I'll play an old notification for Prophet as well.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money.
There you go, Prophet. You got your animation. He says try reloading the bot. I'm not entirely clued up how you do that. 2 seconds. Let me try one thing very quickly, guys. 2 seconds. Sorry for the derailment, but at least it's not a fucking stink bug. So let me mute the bot and then unmute the bot. Maybe that'll fucking help. I don't understand. I really have no idea what the fuck's going on with this thing. I don't know. I got no idea. I'll do my best to fucking improvise on the fly, but I don't know why it's not updated in the activity feed on my streaming elements, but I can see them coming anyway. It might be related to fucking YouTube, like, But I got an email the other day about fucking AdSense and their part in, like, technically my, AdSense is cancelled or some pish, but I think it's to do with some old way it used to get done. I don't understand. I have no idea, guys, but I'm not going to let derail the bingo. We've got a game of bingo to play, guys, so let's continue.
So you guys know exactly what to expect each day, okay? We'll talk a little bit about housekeeping stuff, like the upcoming Halloween event that you guys can still nominate games for, but your time is running short. We'll talk about the member situation, because yes, the member situation is not in a good place, but I'm hoping in the next few weeks it can get back to a good place. Odds and ends, and then we'll jump into a little bit of, news, and we'll give you shout-outs for your contributions, and we'll have some Q&A and all, and the usual. I also got to talk about a day off, which isn't too eventful, but there was one positive update, okay? All right, so today, Scorn premieres on the stream. Scorn is not a first-person shooter, okay? I feel like I need to say this like up front now and before I play the game, because everyone seemed to have this weird, erroneous preconceived notion that Scorn is a first-person shooter. In fact, I remember when they first announced Scorn, and all the footage they showed was first-person shooting, and apparently that's not the game. From what I'm going to understand, Scorn is very much a body horror and puzzle game. Body horror meaning a lot of fucked up stuff in regards to like deformed bodies being torn apart, bodies, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of, I think people were saying it's H.G. Geiger is the art style. And so some people immediately hearing that be like, oh, that's different than what we thought because there's no gameplay. Well, there's definitely gameplay, but for what I'm going to understand, it's a whole lot of walking around, investigating, reading documents, and solving puzzles. And then there is some combat in there, but the combat is definitely not the focus of the game at all. Also, supposedly the game is very short. Like most people are saying, on average, it'll take you 6 hours to beat it. If that, depending on how well you can solve the puzzles. Because some people are saying the puzzles are very cryptic and difficult to figure out on your own. If you don't even have a clue, you might be stuck for a while. Like right from the get-go. Like no exaggeration. Within the first 10 minutes of the game, there's cryptic puzzles that you might just be stumped on. Okay? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I just think that a lot of people had a misconception. This is Doom. Right? They thought, oh, it's like going to be like Doom or it's going to be like other modern horror games with a lot of action. And apparently there's almost none. Okay? Now here's the thing. Am I going to like that or not? I honestly have no idea.
It said, here's the thing, we've got our first bingo of the day, guys, sucking Yaldi. So there you go, diagonal line from top left to bottom right is our first bingo. We can celebrate that. Fucking woo to the who. Well done. So we're just, so obviously plenty more to go. But I'm expecting this card to do decently well. He might not say tired or business. That's the two I'm worried about right now. Him saying business and him saying tired, I'm worried about. We'll wait and see though.
Played psychological horror games that I really enjoyed, and then I played ones that I thought were boring as shit. So it might be a mix. For me, typically, usually, I find these games good, but they don't always resonate with my viewing audience. Okay? I've played many games like this over the years where the audience tends to feel that the game is boring, even though I'm having a good time. All I can say is I'll do my best to entertain all of you and do my best to try to make this a good playthrough, even though it's going to be on the shorter side. It's funny because online, everyone's torn about this game. There's some people that absolutely love it, and there's some people that absolutely hate it. And that's interesting when you get a game that can have that big divide between two different opinions. And the other thing is, it seems like some people are like, well, it's actually not that good, but thank God it's on Game Pass. And that's an interesting opinion to have, because we've been talking about this in the last year and a half since I got my Xbox Series X and have played quite a few games on Game Pass, that there are games, for example, last year's The Medium, right? Where I never would have played that game. I probably wouldn't have bought it. But then when I got it on Game Pass, I was like, wow, the graphics aren't that bad at all. I actually like the whole idea of the dual world, the real world and the spirit world, and the puzzles that cross between the two worlds were very unique. When I beat the game, I thought the ending of the game was atrociously bad. Like a complete cop-out, a complete waste of everyone's time. If you've played through the game, it's like, wow, that was really stupid, because you feel like you really played it and then just kind of got cheated. But then I was like, yeah, but it's on Game Pass. I didn't spend anything for it, so I'm glad I played it. And I think a lot of games these days that aren't necessarily big budget AAA titles, that maybe are games for different kinds of audiences than the mainstream gaming audience, are finding their time to shine in places like Microsoft Game Pass, where, okay, I didn't buy it, but it's already part of my existing subscription. I jump in, I play it for a few hours. If I don't like it, what's the risk to me? I'll just never play it again. But if I end up liking it, this is neat. And now I enjoy the game, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a waste of my time. I didn't have to spend any money for it. So that very well may be what Scorn is. And this very well may be where a lot of games are going to fall moving forward, having a subscription-based model for delivery rather than having to piecemeal buy each individual game. I'm curious next week with Plague Tale Requiem. Because if you remember Plague Tale Innocence, that game you did have to buy. It was not available on any subscription service. And it certainly was not a full-priced release. But for what it wasn't super lengthy either. But for what it was absolutely great. Now I'm curious, because Plague Tale Innocence is on Game Pass. Is it going to be the same length as the first game? Longer? Shorter? Bigger budget? Or is it the same kind of a deal as the original game? Like, I'm not sure. I'm curious to see what happens with it. I guess we'll find out. So,
right, I'm going to try one more thing, guys. About my fucking... I don't know what's happening with my Stream Elements, but give me a second. I'm going to go to the Stream Elements website, log out of it, and then try and log back into the damn thing, and hopefully I won't fucking, break shit. But it's strange that my activity feed's not even fucking updating either. It's bizarre to me. Because usually that, I've had this happen in the past, but the activity feed would still update, even if the fucking thing, wouldn't do it here. Fuck, let me just try this one thing. I'm just going to log back into the damn thing. 2 seconds. So I've logged it all together. I've logged back in. And, my activity feed does not show the last 2 super chats that I just had. Interesting. I might need to... No. I might need to relink Stream Elements to my YouTube properly. Because it did actually get disconnected apparently. I had an email the other day about this. It wasn't just me that had the email, other people had the email as well. So it's quite possible it's not... I don't know. I'll sort it out, guys. I mean, you guys don't have to worry about a thing, don't worry. I'll sort it out behind the scenes. I think I know what's happening, but I'll see if I can figure it out. So that was my one last try if I can sort it out. But there you go. Let's get back to the bingo. This fucking pause. What the fuck? This fucking face. This fucking face. How do I fucking manage to fucking do this every fucking time? How do I manage to fucking get this fucking pause? What's this fucking auto? So DSP drama on Twitter. Fuck. This fucking face, though, man. Jesus Christ. Every fucking time. Right, okay, back to the fucking bingo.
We're going to find out today firsthand what Scorn's all about. Now, here's the thing, okay? If we all hate it, if I hate it, if you hate it, and no one's really digging the game, we don't ever have to play it again. That's the beauty of Game Pass. I didn't spend anything on it, so who cares, right? We'll move on. We'll do other things. Trust me, there's more than enough things to do right now. We don't have to commit to beating the entirety of this 6-hour game. But if we do enjoy it, then absolutely I'll play it more and I'll finish it up. Okay? Now, tonight, Friday Night Fights. Old school fighting game fun with the the Capcom Fighting Collection. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, we go down memory lane and we play some of the classics, including the Vampire Savior series, the Street Fighter II Anniversary Edition series, and Gem Fighter Minimix. I didn't play this in 2 weeks. Last time around when I played this 2 weeks ago, we did have a good amount of matches. But the previous 2 weeks before that, we didn't. So I'm curious, how many people are going to be playing it? Because the Street Fighter 6 beta came out last week, was there a reinvigoration in fighting games? Will we actually see more people tonight than usual, or will it be even more dead than usual? We're going to find out. The thing is, I want to keep Classic Street Fighter in the rotation, but especially in these coming weeks, when we've got so many new releases hitting, and I might need every stream to keep up with them, it's going to be on the chopping block if we cannot have consistently good, matches. So let's see what happens tonight. I am hoping for the best. I absolutely would love for this game to stay in the rotation and to have retro classic fighting games in the rotation every week. But I mean, it's gotta support that. You know what I mean? It can't be I boot it up and we sit here for 2 hours, and out of the 2 hours I play 5 matches. That's not good. So I'm hoping for the best tonight. Hope you'll join me for Friday Night Fights. Okay. Tomorrow is the special React Marathon event. The stream starts at the normal time, 10:45 a.m. We'll do a level 1 podcast. The meat of the stream is me reacting to the Rob Gavigan YouTube channel. Now, I have reached out to Rob, and he did reach back out to me this week, stating that he is working on getting us some recommendations for what he feels are his spookiest videos ever for Saturday's marathon event. And already, he actually just recently did a countdown of his scariest videos he's ever done. That's about a 30-minute video, but if we're reacting to it and pausing and talking, likely it's going to take longer than that, and that might be a good way to start the event. Or, I don't know what to think about it. I want to see what he recommends as well. So, tomorrow should be fun. Remember, Rob Gavigan's channel is very, very creepy. It's basically a channel that focuses on oddball things, the macabre, stories of horror, stories of mystery, stories of murder. And that's really cool for this month. That's exactly fits into this month. You know, we did react to his channel earlier this year, but we did it in the middle of summer. And everyone was like, you know, it was good, but not really pertinent for now. Can you bring this back in October? And that's exactly what we're doing for tomorrow. Now, in addition, I am planning on doing a 30-man fantasy over-the-top rope battle royal match in WWE 2K22 to end tomorrow's marathon. And it's going to have a special horror theme for Halloween, okay? I actually have to work on this today. I have not had a single moment to work on it. So today, I'm going to jump into WWE later tonight, behind the scenes, and basically try to put together the craziest, zaniest fantasy match I can. I guess we're going to find out what I can find on there and go from there. And it should be pretty fun. The last 2 times I did this year, people really enjoyed it. And it's been quite a long time since we did one. So hopefully you guys will join me for this tomorrow at the finale, the tail end of the React Marathon, okay? Then on Sunday, we get back to normally scheduled gameplay. It's going to be the continuation of The Evil Within. At this point, taking a look at my current playthrough compared to my original from 8 years ago, I had about 5 more hours of gameplay in the original, but I also wasn't doing so well in that original. If you look, I died quite a lot. So I'm thinking I might beat it more quickly this time. I'm not sure. I'm definitely doing better this time around than the first time, mostly because I remembered, in regards to some of the boss fights, how cryptic they can be, because you can't just straightforward fight these enemies. You actually have to do puzzles and things in order to survive. So I've actually died way less in this run than I did in my original.
Okay, I've been sent a super chat by Australian Doom. I found, so, as I said, I cannot find. I think I know why notifications aren't showing for super chats. I think I'm gonna have to like relink my YouTube to stream elements properly. My PayPal, if the PayPal contribution works from FBR because PayPal's separate from the YouTube side of things, but I'll explain it later on. The fact of the matter is, though, I found an old animation to play for Australian Doom, which is super chatted there. So
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
guys, man, I feel like fucking filter straight, fucking manually playing the old animations because the new ones won't work right now. But thank you very much, Australian Doom, for super chat. It says I should have kept my quality in 144p because wow, Phil looks insanely pale and horrible with this new camera of his. Lol. I agree fully. Phil getting an updated camera might have been the worst thing he could have fucking done, even though he's fucking crying and begging for it. Him actually getting a fucking upgraded camera with a fucking upgraded quality to it. I'll say there's fucking better cameras out there. That's not undeniable. There's better cameras out there, but Jesus Christ, man, we can actually see. Look at that fucking wart. I've paused it and you can see that fucking wart clear as fucking day. You just fucking want to take a wee scalpel and slice that fucking thing off, for fuck's sake. Train, I have not been booted to. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do right fucking now, okay? Prophet, check your Discord soon, pal. Check your Discord and I'll show you exactly what happened to me. I'm pretty fucking certain that I need to just fucking set up my YouTube again properly to stream elements or something like that, because... Two seconds. So, I am going to send Prophet this image so he can see. So, there you fucking go. Prophet's been sent the email I got the other day. So I think I just need to set up my YouTube again properly with stream elements or something like that. But I'll do that after the stream. I can't do it now. I'll say I'm right in the middle of the stream. So we'll focus on the bingo, right? The main focus, guys, is on the bingo and trying to win a bingo. That's the main fucking focus, guys. We're trying to win here. Don't worry about super chats or anything, guys. It's okay.
So we'll see what happens on Sunday, but depending on that, I might beat the game. If I do really well, I could potentially beat the game on Sunday. I'm thinking I'm going to need 2 more streams, okay? Sunday night, I'm not doing anything here because on Sunday night, I have to film the private react videos for my patrons for this month. I originally had scheduled it for Tuesday night, but as you guys know, last week, things didn't go so well due to Overwatch 2 not working and completely throwing my schedule for a loop. Because of that, I essentially was behind on what I normally would do in a week, and I had to stream on a night when I wasn't going to, just to make ends meet. So because of that, this Sunday night, I will not be streaming. Okay? So just throwing that out there ahead of time so you guys know. There's no shock. Oh my God, Phil's not here. What happened? I'll be filming the patron videos. Okay? Then on Monday, it's going to be more Evil Within and hopefully the conclusion of Evil Within. All right? And then Monday night, I think we're going to do Monday Night Bites. So normally on Sunday night would be when I do my Bassmaster stream. But I think I'm going to do it Monday night this week instead. Okay? So Monday Night Bites, Bassmaster. Then on Tuesday, it's the premiere of Plague Tale Requiem. And that will be the main stream. Now, Tuesday night is up in the air. Let's say that we play Scorn today. And we actually enjoy it. And you guys would like to continue the playthrough. Then we'll probably continue it Tuesday night. Okay? So we'll see what happens. Now, if we don't like Scorn, and I don't continue to play it, then Tuesday night we'll probably do Disney Dreamlight Valley instead. All right? And then same thing, Wednesday, it's probably going to be more Plague Tale. And then Wednesday night, again, it could be Disney, it could be Scorn. It all depends on what happens with the schedule. Okay? Cool. Now, Thursday will be my day off next week. The week after, that's when we have to make our big decision. All right? Are we going to be doing the new Mario plus Rabbids, or are we going to be doing Gotham Knight? Because whatever that is will start on Friday. And we have to make that critical decision over the course of this week. I think what will happen is the reviews will come out. That'll help us. And I'm going to be taking in your feedback on what you want. I'm going to be listening on every stream. We're going to be talking about this because I have to make a choice between both. There's no way I can play Plague Tale plus Mario plus Rabbids plus Gotham Knight and get through them in 1 week. That's completely impossible. There's just no way. And, you know, I have to get through, or at least get really far into whatever we're playing there, because next week, like I said, we got the Resident Evil 8 DLC as well as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, so we have to make progress, okay? So, I'm sure you guys are going to be giving me your opinions. Some people right now in chat are saying Gotham Knights over Rabbids. And this Wagon says, Gotham Knights looks generic, but I feel it's more hyped up than Mario anyway, but I really don't know. Play what's more popular. Do you see? So it's going to be tough to determine. Now, a couple other things to talk about. Are there other games this month? Absolutely there are. There's the new Tales from the Borderlands. There's Bayonetta 3. Hell, if you pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you get access to the single-player campaign a whole week early. Am I doing any of that stuff? No. When am I going to do it, right? We're already going to be so busy with the other stuff that I'm more interested in that's going to be my focus. I'm not saying we will never do those things. I'm just saying now would not be the time. There's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to fit in 5 to 6 playthroughs in a 2.5 week period. That's just not even possible. So I'm kind of picking and choosing each one that I like more. And essentially, I think, what'll happen is down the line, things will slow down, probably in December, right? And once we get to like mid-December and there's not much going on, people can make a determination. Hey, Phil, this was a game you missed out on, a couple of months ago. Would you check it out? And then we'll figure that stuff out. Okay. So we'll talk about that, obviously, but there's just going to have to be some games I have to skip. There's no way that I could play them. And why on earth would I buy Modern Warfare 2 early to unlock a campaign I know I will have no time to play right now, right? It wouldn't make any sense. So there you have it. Okay, so that's really the schedule. What a busy schedule. We just went from famine to feast within a week's time, right? I mean, think about it. About a week and a half ago, we were finishing Earthbound. We were wrapping up Saints Row, just starting of Evil Within because there was nothing else to do. And now here we are. Holy crap. Like, we're going to get crazy overload of games, right? This is a good thing, obviously. I'm very happy about this. I love having more than enough to do than not enough. So this should be a really exciting few months, starting this week, all through October. All of November is busy, and the first half of December has tons of new releases as well. Finally, around mid to late December, we finally start to dry up, and then we'll be looking at holiday special stuff and, of course, new playthroughs. So good stuff there, okay? Now, some housekeeping things to talk about, all right? First of all, this is essentially your last chance to nominate games for the Halloween Marathon. For those who don't know, on Halloween, all right, I will be dressing up in costume and doing a marathon of games. What games? The games you are nominating. If you are a channel...
There's a camera point right there. That is a robust camera point. One more time.
Costume and doing a marathon of games. What games? The games you...
There we go, you motherfuckers. Oh my god, how do I do it? I don't know. I don't understand how I get the perfect pauses, but Jesus Christ. There we fucking go. That is an absolutely true, robust, authentic Italian-style camera point if ever I fucking saw one. But this fucking pause... I mean, take a screenshots, guys. Take a fucking screenshots. It's fucking quality. I mean, obviously, it's just really... I don't know how I do it. I really don't. This is Vinegar Stroke Face. Does that look like a stroke face? Yeah, pretty much. Christ almighty. Alright, back to the bingo.
You are nominating. If you are a channel member, there's already a thread posted on the main channel page of DSP Gaming. It was members only. It was posted like almost 2 weeks ago where you guys nominated games. I'm going to tally up your nominations, and the game that has the most nominations will automatically be played during the Halloween event. So members had a big heads up in power determining what was going to be played during the Halloween marathon. But also, there is an open thread by which you guys can nominate games. If you haven't yet, this is your last chance to do so. Type !Halloween into the stream chat. It'll bring up the link. Click the link. Goes to the thread. In the thread, nominate the games. When you nominate the games, cross your fingers, cross your toes, and go like this. And if you do this, you'll have an increased chance that others will also nominate the same game. Because the games, I don't know why I did that. The games that are most nominated will hit the final poll, and that final poll will be going live next week. So probably just this weekend will be your last chance to nominate games. And then that poll will go live, and you're going to be voting for about a week and a half, 2 weeks until Halloween on what games will be played. And then on Halloween, whatever the most voted games are, those are the games I'm going to be playing during the Halloween Marathon event. Now, you might say, well, what games are in the running? I literally have no clue. I haven't had a chance to look yet. I'm going to sit down over the weekend and take a look at those and go from there.
Oh, it said voted. Oh, okay. It said voted. 2 seconds. Voted. There we go. I have been sent a super chat by Black Mage. Let me find one of his old notifications so I can play it. Here we go.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage, for super chat. It says R.I.P. Robbie Coltrane, aka Hagrid. Yeah, I talked about it at the start of the stream, and I was kind of going through the things he's been in before. He's been in 2 Bond movies, not you know. He was in Ocean's 12 for a wee role as well. He's had his own TV series called Cracker, which lasted for like 13 odd years or something. It lasted a good long time, and he's been in a variety of different shows as well. He's in all sorts of different movies and shows. He's had a great career, you know what I mean. But yeah, it was a sad loss for the acting. But yeah. DJ Renault is just begging me to stop pausing. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. I've got a gift. I have a gift. What can I say?
So, by all means, it's not, the process is not over. You can still nominate. Please do if you haven't. Very last chance. And by the way, heads up, some people are contributing. Thank you. I absolutely will give you shout outs, play animations. We will do all kinds of fun discussion based on these contributions at the end of the podcast. That's how it happens. I don't want people to think, oh, I contributed and Phil's ignoring it. No. We were going to get to that segment. Don't worry. And thank you so much for your early contributions here today. Okay. Now, Swaggin says, do likes on comments count towards the number of people suggesting it? No. You have to suggest it. I'm going to actually look at each individual post and be taking tally of each game and all of that. You have to nominate. Okay? Okay. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, okay, is members, okay? Here's the deal with the memberships. At the beginning of this month, we were kind of low on members, and then we had a splurge because a few people gifted memberships. We were up to 560 memberships, and at that point, I set up the goal for the month of 600 members. Here's the reward.
Don't you dare puss out now. You fucking said you're going to stick to 600, and you fucking better stick to 600. Don't fucking puss out now, boy.
600 concurrent members on this channel at any point during October. We're going to be doing a special event in November I've never done before. DSP's Black Friday Adpocalypse. Wrong one. I mean, that's fine, but I actually wanted this. That's shorter. That's what I wanted. So, what is the Black Friday Adpocalypse? Well, on Black Friday, which is traditionally the day after Thanksgiving in the United States, which this year would be Friday the 25th of November, okay? I was going to do a marathon, and this marathon was going to be me reacting to advertisements from yesteryear, from the 80s and 90s, the days of my childhood and early formative years as a teenager. And we're talking food advertisements, product advertisements, toy advertisements, television show, movie advertisements. In addition, I was going to look for some of the best international advertisements out there because some of the ones outside of the United States are wild and wacky and would never be allowed on television here, okay? So, I feel this is going to be one of the more interesting events I've ever done. I've never done anything like this before. A lot of people apparently have done things like this and have been really successful and even make it a tradition. So I wanted to give it a shot this year. It makes perfect sense to do it on Black Friday because that's traditionally the day in the United States where everyone just throws their arms up and says, fuck all the niceties. We're going out and spending money on ourselves because we're a bunch of greedy capitalistic fuckheads. So everyone does. And that's the perfect day to watch ads, no? I figured this would be a great time to do a special event. But take a look at what's happened this month. Okay, first of all, Overwatch 2 tanked. Overwatch 2 never worked. And it's been a week and a half I've tried to play the fucking game, and it still doesn't consistently work. I literally have not played a single stream of Overwatch 2 yet, since the game came out a week and a half ago. In the 6 attempts, yes, I'm not exaggerating, 6 fucking attempts that I made to play Overwatch 2, the game didn't work once. So this would have been a time people would have started watching the content, coming and subscribing, or becoming a member and saying, wow, new game in the rotation, maybe this is something people will play long-term, competitively. It's dead to me. I'm not wasting.
I've fucking explained this in a video I made before. I made a video about Phil's memberships and him fucking trying to fucking pretend. He pretends it's a fucking brand new game and it gets all the fucking massive membership bumps and support. No. I made a video covering this before. The times he gains the fucking most members and when he's actually fucking playing older games. It happened for Earthbound. One of the big last membership bumps he had was for fucking Earthbound. That is not a brand new fucking game. That was a game in the fucking 90s. So some people that are in this stream and Phil's stream that weren't even fucking alive when Earthbound came out. And yet that was one of the games that had one of the most support for fucking members from a member bomb. So it's not Phil's fucking recent support is not fucking linked to brand new fucking games. No, far from it. Far from it.
Any more time on a fucking game that Blizzard did not put time, effort, or any kind of professionalism into. Fuck them. The game could be dead for all I care, never exist. I just don't care. You literally killed all, and I had lots of interest. I was wearing the fucking Winston shirt twice to play this game, and they literally killed all interest I could possibly have. And if you could have any worse of a case of a scenario of a game dev being so inept at what they do that they literally murder hype for their own game, I don't think you could find a worse situation than this one. So, what happened? Well, that would have been something fun, and probably people would have started coming to the channel to watch, and people were. For those times when I tried to stream the game, people...
Okay. Sorry, I had to scroll through my old filter for the notifications to find an old SCP Sophie one. So, SCP Sophie sent a super chat, so here's the animation for her.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
So thank you very much, SCP Sophie, for the super chat. It says, he's stealing ideas. Vine Sauce, Nvidia Bump already does this. Even the wrestling matches are Vine Sauce because Jerma does it too. So yeah, Phil being Phil, as usual, stealing all the fucking good ideas from other people to try and fucking maximise monetization on it for his own greedy fucking ways. But that's Phil for you. When's the last time Phil had a fucking original idea that was good and it was actually his fucking idea? Honestly, I'm not even trying to be a fucking mean bastard here. Can anyone name one single idea DSP had that wasn't just fucking ripping off someone else's idea? Genuinely, I'm trying to ask a genuine question. I'm not just fucking being a dick here. Anyone know about anything? What? The vest streak? That wasn't even a Phil idea though. That was his fucking fans cleaning the closet. Jesus Christ, man, cleaning his fucking closet. That wasn't a good idea. That should never have been a fucking good idea. The 8-ball. For fuck's... No. The answer is none. The answer is none. He's had no good ideas.
People were here to watch, and then it didn't work. So what ended up happening was we had 2 deader weeks where I'm playing Evil Within 1 and juggling other, finishing Earthbound rather than focusing on new content. Street Fighter 6 weekend, things went well. That's
a good point. Greg Like saying I didn't ask for a good idea. I asked for an original idea. That's a good point, Greg Like. That's fair. I hold my hands up to that. Yeah. And SCP had a very good point there as well. The only difference about the fucking Jerma and Vinesauce doing it is they do it for charity. When they're doing this shit, they're doing it for charity. When Phil's doing it, he's doing it for his own personal gain. So there you go.
More people here than usual, tons of support, and then when the Street Fighter 6 beta ended, you see, I knew we had to kind of wait for new games to hit to see more people. Right now, I'm not even kidding you. On stream, we have 478 people. We almost never have that for a level 1 podcast. This is a rarity. But this is the time of year people are excited for these new releases, so they're going to be coming in droves, okay? So, what I hope is that we can get an injection of adrenaline into people's excitement for DSP gaming. Now, because the new games are coming out, I hope you guys will be around a little bit more often. That'd be awesome if you could. And maybe you'll consider becoming a member or gifting a membership. The most we ever had here on the channel was 640 members. So at any time right now, we probably have about 120, 130 people just sitting around waiting for gifted memberships. So, thank you in advance. And by the way, I guess this is a good time to emphasize what do you get for becoming a member. Number 1, highlighted name in the stream chat and highlighted name in my YouTube video comments. Number 2, a chat crown badge that shows how long you've been an ongoing supporter of DSP Gaming, also in the stream chat and the video comments. Number 3, you don't have to abide by any slow mode rules here in the chat. You can talk as much as you want while everyone else has to abide by the rules. Number 4, access to all of my emotes, both in the chat here and in the YouTube video comments. Number 5, priority for special events. As I've just described for the Halloween event, members get to pick a game that just makes it right into the Halloween marathon, while everyone else is going to have to vote on a poll to determine what's going to be in there. So, tons of features, and there's more as well, but those are the ones that are the primary focus, okay? Please consider becoming a member. It's cheap. By the way, apparently some people right now are seeing a discount for becoming a member on YouTube. I don't know how true that is, but it was the other day and someone's like, yes, it's half price for me. And someone else was like, oh, so it's 20% off for me. So I guess it's regional. It depends on where you live. But I guess they are doing discounts on memberships right now. So
Heather says he acts like he's the only one to lose viewers when they don't play new games. It happens all the time. It happens to all streamers. He isn't a fucking victim. And yes, I meant acts, but she typed it as ack, as an ack. So yeah, Heather P being clever, but then ruining the joke by explaining it. Heather, never explain the joke. And it's no funny when you have to explain the fucking joke, for fuck's sake. Naruto Ronan says, why are 100 people waiting for gifted memberships when they should buy the memberships on their own? Well, you know perfectly well, Naruto Ronan, because those fucking 100 people are very aware that there's Phil fans out there who are just willing to fucking dig deep in their pockets and splurge on gifted memberships. Why the fuck should they have to fucking go out their own way and spend $4.99 goddamn cents on Phil Barnell when they can just get it for free eventually when someone else fucking steps up? Because Phil's going to just keep begging and begging and begging and begging and begging until someone finally fucking just caves in and gifts memberships. It might not be enough for his fucking goal, but he will get some members gifted to him again between now and the end of the month. Damien Anderson, who does not realise his perks are garbage. Or maybe he does and he's just fucking trying to pretend they're not. I don't know, but there you fucking go. DJ Renault, I'm not doing channel memberships. I toyed the idea before, but I have nothing to offer you guys. I'm a piece of shit. I have no perks to offer anyone. I don't know if I can just, if I had any clever ideas what to do with channel memberships, I would do it. But I have nothing, and I'm not going to just force that on people when I have no reason to. I'd feel like I was just fucking stealing money from you. So no.
Please consider becoming a member if you have not. It would definitely help the channel, and obviously it would help us towards our goal. I'm hoping by the end of this month we can hit the 600. I really want to do this marathon event, the Black Friday Apocalypse. It's unique. It's going to be something fun and different, and you guys are going to get to nominate. You're going to be posting up what you think are some of the best ads on YouTube for me to watch during this event. I'm going to be making like a running playlist of the ones you want to watch me react to. So, all right, I'm excited.
Money,
Now,
yeah, money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, 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 yeah, money, money.
This is not.
Money, money, yeah.
Stream Elements is okay again. Wait, this is not new ones. This is not new.
Money, money,
Sorry.
yeah.
Wait for it.
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money.
It's all catching up, guys. I'm sorry. It's automatic.
Money, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money,
Almost there. Almost there.
money, money, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money.
Hooray! Okay, guys. So guess what happened? Then all the notifications finally came in all at once. So all the notifications have been trying to be automatic for you guys. All of a sudden just fucking came steamrolling in right at the last fucking second there. Let me just update the last one. The very recent, the most recent one was Sophie. Like 10 minutes ago or something.
Money,
That one.
money, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money.
So I have no idea why Stream Elements done that. I didn't do anything at my end to try and fix it or whatever. All I know is all the super chats just came fucking barreling in at one fucking time as if it was like, it was like fucking stuck or something like that. So that's why it just fucking happened. But you guys got to enjoy the wee tune and the wee animation, all fucking back to back. But there you go. It seems to be fixed now. I don't understand, but there you fucking go. Fucking hooray for that. I don't have to fucking... I don't have a fucking smarts to delay fucking super chats. You overestimate my intelligence, pal. You really do.
that's the housekeeping stuff, okay? Let's do a little segment I like to call Phil's Day Off. We'll talk about my day off yesterday. Then we're going to do a little bit of news, and then we're going to get to shout outs. So for those of you who have been contributing, thank you. I will shout you out in a little bit here, okay? But first of all, it is one of my favorite segments. It's your favorite segment. It's everyone's favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Phil's Day Off. So, after having 2 weeks recently where I had very hectic days out, in fact, I told you last week about how essentially my day off sucked because I ended up running around doing so many appointments and things, and then after all that stress and not even getting what I was running around to do, I had a medical appointment trying to get a medication, and then they wouldn't even give it to me the same day. This week was literally the polar opposite. In a good way, okay? My wife and I opted to stay home. I did have some errands that I needed to run. I had to go grocery shopping. I did have to get pet supplies, and there was a few odds and ends that we had run out of around the house that I had to go out and kind of pick up while I was out doing other stuff. But for the most part, I had a very relaxing day. There's a place that my wife and I have discovered that is more kind of like a hole-in-the-wall restaurant. They're not a chain. They're not famous. It's just a local business. But this place is really good for like brunch. And we've ordered at this place a couple of times already. And each time we ordered, we were pleasantly surprised by the quality. So, for example, sometimes when you order for a place for delivery, they'll not even listen to anything you put into your order. Like, for example, let's say you're ordering a breakfast, but you don't want bacon, but all they offer is like bacon or sausage. But like, well, you know, maybe instead of meat today, I'd like some extra eggs, or maybe I'd like some extra side of potatoes or something. Some places you can put some stuff in there and be like, hey, you know, I'd like this special request. Please, if you could, do this for me. Other places literally don't even let you put a special request in. Like, there's some chains out here. All right, well, I decided, you know, I don't want the meat. Just tell them no meat. You can't even do that. It doesn't even have that option. It's blanked out. The fuck? I'm ordering food from your restaurant. I can't even make any kind of information. Or what if I have a goddamn peanut allergy and I'm telling you, please be careful not to put peanuts in the food? You can't even put that. So it's kind of interesting how these different businesses approach these delivery services. Some of them are like full service, you know, request special stuff. That's fine. We're friendly. We're working with you. And others are like night and day. They don't give two fucks. Just order and shut the fuck up about it. If it's wrong, too bad. I don't care. So anyway, we ordered from this place, and my wife wanted breakfast, but I didn't feel like breakfast, so I wanted like kind of a lunch. So she ordered a breakfast combo that was like French toast with some scrambled eggs, and special potatoes. It's not just like hash browns, but it's like red potatoes they chop up and they fry it up with like onions and peppers and other things. I forget what it's called. It has a name, but I think they just call them red potatoes there, if I remember correctly. So that's exactly the thing. She didn't feel like meat. She actually wanted like maybe some extra potatoes. So we put that request in there. And then for me...
Why am I not fucking surprised that that fucking potato-loving fucking horse wanted me at fucking potatoes? I mean, you could just fucking get her a big sack of spuds and she was set for a fucking month. That fucking woman lives for fucking scoffing potatoes. You could get her a fucking, like, massive, fucking huge pot. You know, it fucking feeds like a whole fucking, you know, some sort of kind of industrial size pot. Just fill it up with totties, mash them bastards up, and just, that'll be her. She'll fucking just scoff the fucking lot.
I didn't know what I wanted. And so I just like, you know, I'll get a wrap. And I ordered a turkey wrap that was supposed to have a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, and I didn't actually really look at what was in it, but I ordered a turkey wrap thinking, you know, it'll be good, it'll be lean, you know, it'll be, you know, nice, no fat or anything really in there, you know. And I ordered a side of fruit to come with it, rather than, because you can make a combo with like French fries or onion rings or something. I said, I'm just got fruit, let's be healthy, okay? So the food shows up, and we open it up, and immediately you can tell the difference between a place that cares and a place that just doesn't give two shits, probably hiring people for minimum wage and you know, who have no skill and don't really care about their jobs. The place is amazing. The food quality is absolutely outstanding. You can see everything. They actually separate the French toast from the rest of the food. A lot of these places you order, oh, just throw everything into one box. So you'll have greasy potatoes with French toast and everything else smashed together. No, separate containers to make sure that the food is all separated and nice, right? I mean, it's you know, it's again, it's care for your customer, caring about the customer and wanting them to have repeat business because it's a local business as opposed to one of these chains that doesn't give a shit about you, right? And then my wrap was huge. It was about this big, and it weighed a ton. I thought it was going to be like a light wrap. I picked it up, I'm like, oh my God. This thing could be like a heavy paperweight. It's so heavy, okay? The fruit was all right. It was just a mix of different kinds of melon. I always confuse the two between honeydew and cantaloupe and some grapes. But it was pretty good, and the melon was ripe, because a lot of these times you order fruit from these places and the melon's fucking completely not ripe and flavorless and too hard. It was perfect. It was ripe and juicy. So I bite into the wrap, and by the way, it was a spinach tortilla, which I like. I like a little bit of extra flavor. So you got turkey, which is, it's fresher turkey. It's not like deli lunch meat. You could tell this was like thick cut turkey pieces.
I am so fucking bored of this fucking story, man. What the fuck? Guys, I generally just fucking want to skip this shit. But we're playing fucking bingo and we fucking might miss something, but how the fuck can we deal? I'm going faster. I'm going 1.5 speed. I just can't cope. This is the most boring fucking story to ever fucking exist. I can't go 2 times speed, I might miss something. But Jesus fucking Christ, I cannot handle this boring ass fucking story. It's taking fucking forever to fucking talk about.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Kel Denson, for the super chat. Hey, super chat's actually working now properly. And he's asking, do you think Phil hides Kat from the public eye because she put on tons of weight? I think it's a possible reason. Yeah, I mean, if that picture was genuinely Kat, I believe it was. There was a picture from like over a year ago, like last April, pretty much around the time when Phil put it off Twitch. He's in a car, a picture of Phil in a car, and there's a woman next to him, and people are not sure who the woman was. People are saying that it can't be Kat because it looks very different. It looks like some big woman, and like, they think it's impossible for that to be Kat because who else could it fucking? Well, that's my reason for it being Kat is who the hell else could it be? You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, so whoever this fucking creature was sitting next to Phil, she was a big, hefty woman, you know, some big, beefy bitch, you know. And it was quite fucking clear to me. I'm not trying to fucking fat shame anyone, but Kat looked like she went from like kind of average size to, fucking. She had an allergic reaction, or did she just fucking eat 20,000 potatoes or something? Prophet's trying to argue what's like his cousin Melissa, but nah. Kiwi Farms shared recent pictures of Melissa, and she looks nothing like that. We've actually seen kind of fairly recent pictures of Melissa on Kiwi Farms when I was talking about it before Prophet. It's no her. There's no way it's her. My sole argument for it being Kat was who else could it possibly be? As if Phil has any other woman in his fucking life. His social circle is basically Kat and Jasper, and whoever's fucking delivering his food. That is essentially Phil's entire social circle.
With lettuce, fresh chopped lettuce, and it was romaine lettuce too, not that shitty iceberg lettuce, but romaine lettuce, tomato, avocado, onion, olives, and some ranch dressing. So I bite into it, I'm like, this tastes great. It's really good. It's like a salad and meat together in a wrap, and the thing was super filling. I start eating, I'm like, I'm blown away. Because the thing is, a lot of the times you always overlook a little local place. You don't know if they're good or not. And boy, am I happy that, we looked into this place and tried it out a little while ago. And so ever since, this is maybe the third time over a few months we've ordered from them, the place is amazing. It was super good. And so I ate the whole wrap, and I'm full. I'm like, dude, I can barely eat my fruit. The wrap was so filling. And my wife, she, eats all her breakfast, loves it. She's like, this is great. They gave me extra potatoes. They didn't give me the greasy meat that I didn't want. They gave me extra potatoes like we requested. Super good. So we had a really good start to the day, basically. It was a really good way to start the day. I went out grocery shopping. Didn't have everything we wanted. One thing we're noticing at this new grocery store that we go to is, because we wanted the same grocery store for years and years and years and years. And eventually we decided to stop going there. For multiple reasons. Number one, they just weren't stocking well anymore. We would go there and half the time the shelves were empty. And we're like, the fucking pandemic is not affecting stocking anymore, okay? This is just pathetic that your store can't stock the shelves. It's obvious that your employees aren't doing a good job, or whatever inventory system you're using sucks. How do you not have normal shit on a shelf? And it was getting to the point where we were getting very frustrated about it, because these are normal things that any grocery store should have, and they'd be out of them, okay? And in addition, the prices were just going way up. And we were like, enough is enough, let's try somewhere different. So for about 2 months now, we've been going to a different supermarket, and we're pleasantly surprised, because this supermarket usually has stock on everything we want, or has something that's just equally interesting. So we were, the only disappointment is that the meat at this place is good. It's always good. They always have a good meat department. The problem is it's not consistent. So allow me to explain. We have a meal we like to have. It's called Japanese style beef bowl. What it is thin sliced beef that you fry up with eggs in a special sauce that's made of things like mirin and sake and a bunch of seasonings. And you fry it up with onions, and you eat that over a bowl of white rice, okay? If you've ever played Persona, and you notice that sometimes they go to these restaurants and the beef bowl challenge, essentially that's what this beef bowl is supposed to be like emulating, okay? So we really like this. And my wife makes it really well, but half the time when we go to this restaurant, this supermarket, they just don't have the meat. They'll have meat, they just don't have anything that you would be able to really use for the beef bowl, because you need thin sliced beef in order to make it. But every week when I go there, they usually have something interesting and different. So for example, there's been some weeks we went in and didn't know what we were going to get. We ended up buying marinated pork, and you cook it slow in your slow cooker, and you can eat it as tacos. And we've had that a few times. It's like, wow, this is like insanely good. So it's kind of like, we're happy because they stock a lot more than the other supermarket, and it definitely seems like a more well-run business. But at the same time, it's a little iffy on what you're going to get week to week, depending on what they have in stock. So yeah, so I went there, and for example, we wanted to do the beef bowls this week. They didn't have any kind of beef that we could use for it, So being that my wife's not a butcher, we don't have a machine that could thin slice beef from a giant chunk, we couldn't do it. So we ended up having a few, substitutions and things in the meals we're going to have this week. But in general, not a bad time shopping at this place. Unlike when I first told you the story from like 2 months ago where I got lost, I pretty much know everything in the store now. I know where everything is and kind of got it down pat now, so I'm not wandering around the store for an hour and a half, 2 hours trying to figure stuff out. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. And then after that, I came home with the groceries, unpacked and everything. Like I said, I had to get some pet supplies this week. Jasper's running low on food. I actually need to get a filter component for his one of his fountains, because one of his fountains has different filter pieces, and one of them was old. I wanted to get a new one because I could fully clean it this week, give him a nice fresh setup. So various different things. So finally, got home and unpacked and all of that, and
I'm sorry, guys. I need to fucking just it's just like, I'd like to fucking remind you guys that Phil was fucking desperately pleading and begging people to fucking tip him urgently for his day off so he could get all the essential things in life. He needed all of these essential things in life. Right? He's like, oh, guys, please tip me. I'm so fucking, and he really hopes to get, to get all these fucking, I really need these important things for my day off, I need to make sure I fucking have enough for my groceries, not shit, And what's he fucking doing with his fucking money that was given to him? He's replacing a filter on a cat fountain for Jasper. Now, no offense to fucking Jasper, but you don't need a fucking fountain, boy. You just fucking have a wee bowl of fucking water or milk, and that'll fucking do you. You don't need some fucking fountain. Jesus fucking Christ, people are asking, was Wednesday a bad tip day? Wednesday was actually good for him. Like, no, Wednesday was actually pretty pish for him now, give it. But the week, but no, so, in between days off, Phil earned $1,133, as you can see. The sums down here, in case you're wondering. There you go. You highlight all these things, it auto sums for you. And it gives you the average as well. But Phil earned over $1,000 in between days off. Phil claims half of that money went to his bills, 2 big bills or whatever shit, you know what I mean? But Phil still had several hundreds of dollars to spend on his day off. And it just blows my mind that he fucking goes, he puts the black shirt on, he begs profusely, and he's fucking worried and he's panicking and all that shit. And then he's spending this money that is given to him with the kindness of his fans. And no, he's spending it in this fucking stupid ass fucking shit. Like, you know, filters for his fucking cat. Like, look at some of the messages that are, you know, given to these fucking big contributions, right? So, what was the last big contribution he had? This one, so $20 here from Disney Dreamlight. I want to say it's pretty cool. You're in a position you found someone you love enough to share the rest of your life with, and a cat as cherished companion. You have a very healthy spirit, and that is something your haters and defamers do not have. This guy with a healthy spirit fucking pleads on fucking hand and knee, fucking prayer hands to the audience to fucking make sure to give him money so he can fucking afford to get groceries on his day off, and he fucking splurges on things like fucking filters for his fucking cat's water fountain. Guys, I mean, we're all fucking short on money. Hell, I'm short on money right now, but you don't see me get fucking begging you guys. No, that's my problem. That's a problem for me to deal with, and I don't fucking force that burden on you, because that's unfair to the fucking viewers to fucking have that burden. Don't worry, guys, I'll be fucking fine. Phil's gonna be fine as well, but he's not gonna fucking tell his fans that. He is not going to fucking tell his fans, guys, don't worry about it, you know, he's always going to fucking go the opposite way. He's going to fucking go, guys, please give me fucking money so I can splurge on shit, essentially. He won't say splurge on shit, but you fucking know he's going to splurge on shit. As well as getting the essentials, he's going to spend and spend and spend on things he doesn't need. Phil has no fucking filter to know when to fucking stop. That is his fucking fundamental problem. He spends on essentials, and he also spends on things that are not essential. Things like 2 fucking meals a day. He had a fucking breakfast, lunch, brunch thing, and then he's going to have a fucking dinner as well. He'll fucking tell us about later on, probably. I cannot fucking... He's actually... I mean, it's funny he openly admits he's so desperate for fucking money, and he gets a fucking filter for his fucking cat's water fountain. This is what he's desperate for money for.
Basically started relaxing, and I realized, I looked and I was like, the good news here is, I have a little bit of leftover money. I actually had a little bit of spare money. Everything we had to do yesterday didn't add up to being as expensive as a typical day off, which was good. I mean, we were staying home, so for the most part, that makes sense. We're not spending money while we're out or anything, right? So, I said, I know what I can do. I can get my Halloween costume. All right? Now, here's the thing. You guys have voted, and you voted for video game character. All right? I'm not going to give you any indication of what my costume is. I want it to be a complete shocking surprise. All right? I do. I think it will be a shocking surprise when you see it on Halloween. Okay? So, I knew exactly what I wanted my costume to be. I'd actually been planning on this for a while. I was like, finally, I can get my costume. I know what it is. Now, we had been to local stores and seen a few ideas, but then when I had gone online, I had actually found a costume I really liked. I was like, that's what I want. All right? So, this is excellent. I got a little bit extra money. I can order my costume. I go online.
I'm sorry, it just proves my fucking point wholeheartedly. Phil is paid on the 21st of October. He could have time to use that money from the YouTube payment to fucking get his costume. He'd have like 10 days essentially to fucking get it. Instead, he fucking spends it immediately. He fucking spends it as soon as he fucking gets it, so he fucking becomes broke again immediately. What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ, man. It just blows my fucking mind every fucking time. He spends it as fast as he gets it. Every fucking time. And then he's like, guys, I'm short on money, I don't know why. I fucking know why. You spend on unessential shit you could fucking waited to spend that on.
Only in stock, the wrong size. And I'm like, really? Like, I just checked on this costume a few days ago, and it was fine. It was in stock, fully. But I couldn't afford it a few days ago. So, very
Go on, blame your fans. Blame your fucking fans for not giving you fucking more money at that time.
much when I tell you guys that sadly, you know, I things are very financially tight around here, and I live paycheck to paycheck. I really do.
There it is, the guilt trip. The guilt trip's in full effect. He had the money, but he couldn't get the size he wanted. That's his fans' fault. There's a guilt trip that we all fucking came to see.
I would have loved earlier this month to have ordered this costume as soon as I had the idea, but I didn't have the money for it. By the time I have the money for it, I go to order it.
Earlier this month, he didn't have the money for it. So earlier this month, we looked to October. So in October, how much has he earned in October? In tips alone, in October, Phil has earned over $2,000. 2,000 buckaroos in October so far. In tips alone. $2,000 in tips alone since the 1st of October. Now you may be asking yourself, how much is he spending on bills? That's an interesting question. Let's look at the calendar and have a wee look. So this is due. So the YouTube covers the mortgage, by the way. The YouTube covers the fucking mortgage, okay? So don't worry about that shit. Condo dues. It's hard to imagine what's covered by YouTube and what's not. But let's just pretend. Let's just do it from the first, okay? Sewer garbage, the first of each month. He's no fucking worried about electricity and gas shit. Cell phone, no, that's not a worry. These are the two, so the bill, internet. Internet, the two big bills. So, you're talking about, basically, he's not fucking spent $2,000 in fucking bills. He's probably spent 500 to 600, I'd imagine, since the start of October on bills. He's still got, like, you know, $1,400 there that he could have put towards a fucking, you know, and obviously he's got his fucking days off as well. But if he's fucking smart with his fucking money, he could have just fucking put some aside for the costume and bought it then. But nah, Phil's got to fucking just spend it as fast as he fucking can. Jesus, every fucking time, without fucking fail, Phil will just deliver on being an absolute fucking idiot with his money. $2,000 in tips since the fucking 1st of October. In a fortnight, he's earned, on average, $1,000 a fucking week. Exactly, Warren's got a good point. He just upped his John Cena on WWE Champions to 6-star as well. Isn't that incredible? I've said this multiple times before, Phil should not be in charge of his own finances. He is financially irresponsible. He hurts himself and he's hurting those around him as well. Cat's at risk because of his financial irresponsibility. Jasper's at risk because of his financial irresponsibility. Phil himself is at risk because of his financial irresponsibility. Nathan Wong says, well said, Phil's a good loser. I just seen that in his chat randomly. Nathan Wong suddenly saying Phil's a good loser. I don't know the context of that, but it might be interesting. Maybe it'll come up later on in the bingo, who knows?
They don't have it. They only have small. I'm like, well, I can't do that. I find another site that has it. I almost order it, and then I realize it doesn't arrive until November. I was like, oh shit, I almost spent the money too. I was at checkout, ready to buy the costume, and it wouldn't have arrived until November. Like, that would have probably been a pretty stupid move. So thank God I caught myself there before I clicked, go through with the order. So, I spent quite some time scouring the internet trying to find a costume. Because essentially, my original idea, which I thought would have been a really good idea, I can't do it. The costume's not available anymore. All right? At least in order to be delivered for Halloween, it just doesn't exist. I even tried to find, like, knockoffs or secondhand. I went to, the thing about costumes today is, cosplay is huge. It's not just about Halloween anymore. So you can go to like cosplayer websites and things, and sometimes they'll make you, but all of them are like, yeah, the best that we can commit to is like a month at this point because it's right before Halloween. There's absolutely no way we can commit to delivering you a costume in time for Halloween. So even then it was like, this sucks, So it is what it is. I just kind of shrugged. I was like, whatever. I ended up spending a lot more time looking, and I did get a costume. All right, I'll be honest. It's not the costume originally I wanted. I still think it's going to be good. I still think you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm going to have fun with it. All right. I think that it will be a good costume for Halloween. It's just sad that I couldn't get the one that originally I wanted. I'll be honest. Yeah, it made me feel a little down. Because like, damn it, this was previous years. This was, a time when I still had credit. I would have easily just whipped out the credit card and bought the costume earlier.
This is purely and completely guilt-tripping his fans, not giving them more money earlier so he can get the things he wants in life. He had all this fucking time to prepare. And he refused to fucking take responsibility to prepare adequately. Nisa Kitsune is asking why didn't Phil bother to go to Party City, because the guy's an idiot. The guy's an absolute fucking irredeemable piece of shit moron that doesn't know what he's fucking doing in life, and he's just handheld in every fucking facet of his fucking pathetic, miserable little life. Phil is triggering me today a wee bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a wee bit triggered by this moron's fucking antics. fucking Sir begs a lot here, fucking begging hard every fucking second they can get. So and then in the next fucking breath explains how he's going to waste all your fucking money.
And had what I wanted for Halloween, and I just don't have that flexibility anymore. You know, I'm very much, you know, a slave to what I make. And on a good week, if I make a good amount and there's excessive and I can afford stuff, great. And some weeks it's slower, and there's nothing I can really do about that, you know? So that's it. I'm not going to spoil it all. I'm literally not giving you guys a hint. I refuse. Okay? But I think it'll be a good costume for Halloween. It's supposed to show up this weekend, actually. This costume was available right away, and I was like, okay, good. So now I can order it and have it for this weekend and, you know, test it out and everything. Can I tell you the original costume? No. I'll tell you the full story on Halloween. It's that simple. On Halloween, you'll be here for the event, special marathon, and I'll tell you the full story of everything. Okay? Okay. So anyway, that was it. I really relaxed. I watched my wife play a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then we watched a lot of a God of War 2018 playthrough because we were preparing. We're both hyped for God of War Ragnarok. We're both very excited. We were very much anticipating it being one of the best games of the year. We're both going to play it, and so we've been watching a playthrough of God of War 2018 to remind ourselves of everything that happened in that game, to re-immerse ourselves in that universe, the lore and everything. And it's good because there's little nuanced things in there in that plot that I forgot about, and now watching it back, like, this is cool. Remembering things now. This has been a good thing to do this month to try to get caught up, you know, on the game franchise again. So that was really it. That was really our day off. Nothing too spectacular, anything like that. Oh, special shout out to Dutch. All right, so Dutch, as I told you guys, had sent us a care package. So one of the things they had sent us for Jasper, listen to this, extreme catnip. It actually says this on the package, extreme catnip. Now,
you told a story the other day. You told the same story on the last podcast, Phil. Tom, Tony, yes, we have got O on the full list of bingo things. It's just not on this card, but O is an option. Brad Burling's asking, has so little time, but time enough to watch someone else play the game. Exactly, Brad Burling. Phil pretends he doesn't have any fucking free time. No, the fact of the matter is, Phil has a lot of fucking free time. He's just not very good at fucking managing it. Phil considers some things as fucking not having free time. It's bizarre to me, it really is. Phil lies a lot. He lies a fucking lot. Just remember that anytime Phil says anything, remember that one simple truth. It's always going to stay true. This is a constant in fucking life. When anytime you hear Phil talk, the one constant you have to remember always, Phil lies a lot. The Grimner, or the Grimner, I don't know if it's Grimner or Grimner, says, notice how every time he mentions his financial troubles, he mentions dumping it on credit cards as a solution. Exactly. Fucking exactly. It's the worst thing you can fucking do, really. I mean, also, it's a helpful, if you can manage it, it's a good thing. But if it gets out of control like it did for Phil, fucking terrible. Dark Age of Storm says, DSP Resident Evil black t-shirt really should say Resident Beggar. I agree, that'd be a great fucking thing for his t-shirt.
I don't know why they call it extreme, but holy shit, Jasper loves it. We put some down yesterday. He freaking goes nuts for this stuff. He's rolling in it. He's eating it. He's zonking out and running around the house acting like a nut, but then he passes out right afterwards. He absolutely loved it. He loves this stuff. Now, guys, we're not going to give it to him all the time. Every once in a while you do it as like a little treat or something special. But, man, this extreme catnip shit, it's very potent. Let's put it that way. Like, we've given him catnip before, but this is the strongest reaction we've ever seen Jasper have to any kind of catnip. He was all over the place going crazy. Okay, so, excuse me. What is catnip? Someone actually doesn't know. So catnip is a special plant / herb that cats react to. You can actually have it, like you can have live catnip or you can have it dried. And either way, usually it affects a cat. It kind of like, you know, a lot of people say it's like weed for people. I don't believe it has that strong of an effect, but for whatever reason, it just has this effect on them. That they kind of act a little silly, you know, they're having a good time, and then they're kind of like zonked out a little bit, and sometimes they'll pass right out. Cats react differently to it, but it's pretty fun. To see a cat act a little silly with it. And he had a good day with us yesterday, kind of acting weird with his extreme catnip, okay? Okay, so no real game news or anything that happened yesterday. There's like one or two minor stories that's just not a big deal. The biggest story that happened to me that's kind of funny, because I knew exactly what was going on, but it kind of freaked people the shit out of, like, yesterday. So, yesterday, all of a sudden, trending on Twitter is AdSense. Now, how often do you hear AdSense trending anywhere? Like, why would it be trending? It's weird, right? So I look into the trend. All right, and
I have a feeling this is going to relate to me because I actually know what I see. I think this is actually he's going to talk about a thing that actually happened with me in my email. I had an email saying AdSense was cancelled. A lot of people got the same email, and some people were like, what the fuck's going on? Although it is related to an old YouTube thing. Phil's going to explain it now, so here we go.
Apparently people are freaking out all across the internet because they've received an email from Google stating that their AdSense accounts have been closed.
Cancelled, not closed, cancelled. Also, there's a typo in the email, which kind of made me doubt the authenticity of it, but it is actually from Google. People at Google don't know how to spell cancelled or cancelling. In like one line they use one L, another line they use two L's. They can't make up their fucking mind. It's a very fucking weird. Hi, and there's my pause game on fucking point as usual. But yeah. So, but apparently this is something related to a thing YouTube does. Phil's going to explain it now.
No warning about it. No reason why. Just we have closed your AdSense account. Done. Okay? So people started panicking. Like, what happened? Am I banned from AdSense? Are they shadow banning people? Like, what's going on? So come to find out, that's not the case at all. I actually knew what was going on because I had received an email about this about a month and a half ago. So I already knew what was happening. But I guess a lot of people don't pay attention, or maybe that email hit their spam. So here's what happened. Google has changed the way that AdSense works. The way that AdSense used to work is that you would apply for an account, you get approved, and that AdSense account would be tied to your YouTube channel. That would allow you to run ads, all right, and basically get paid for advertisements on your channel. And it'll also grouped in your other revenues, including memberships, super chats, super stickers, super thanks. All of that was included under your payment through AdSense, okay? Which is kind of weird when you think about it because only ads have to do with AdSense and all that other stuff doesn't. So why Google groups it all together is a little weird. You would think maybe they should be separate. And I think they should be separate. Because let's say, for example, right? For some reason, your AdSense account has an issue. Does that mean you also should be able to get super chats, super thanks, and memberships? They have nothing to do with ads at all. So why would they be tied together? That's a little weird in my opinion. I'm thinking they should eventually separate that. But anyway, here's what happened. You used to always have a universal AdSense account, and that would apply to everything. If you owned a website and you brought traffic to the website and you ran ads on the site, that would be under the same exact AdSense account that you also would have ads on your YouTube channel. The difference here is that you can actually pick and choose what kind of advertisements you want displayed on your website, while on YouTube, you really can't do that much. I think there's a little bit of limited control. For the most part, people just turn it on and just let it run because it's way too complicated to try to figure out how to actually like pick and choose what ads. Like, for example, let's say you're a political channel on YouTube and you don't want to run ads that advertise your opposition, then obviously you would want to pick and choose your ads. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but at the same time, most people just let it run on YouTube. But here's the thing. The way that AdSense works on YouTube and the way that it works on a website are actually completely different. There's metrics and things that come into play that track a website. That'll figure out how many ads you get, the quality of the ads, how many people are watching the ads, and it all adds up. So if your website performs well on AdSense, you might actually get better ads and things that make you more profitable as a business, as opposed to YouTube is a completely separate entity treated different. So why was it always the same? It shouldn't have been. And it's actually a good thing. What they've done is they've now separated it, okay? So if you have an AdSense account, you have two sides to it. One side of that account is to be applied to websites, and the other side is to be applied to YouTube. So what ended up happening was last month, or actually it was 2 months ago, they split it. So now you have, if you have ads running on a website, this part, and if you have ads running on YouTube, this part, okay? Now what you had to do, you had to go into your AdSense account and make sure that all of your data was up to date. Is your if you get paid directly to a bank account, is that data up to date? However your payment options are in there, you had to basically do a full, like, editing and or, what do they call it, like sprucing up of your personal information to make sure that everything was okay on the YouTube side of things. As of last month, this process was in effect, and I got paid by YouTube normally, so, everything's fine on my end. But what ended up happening was for people who've never used the other side of the equation, they actually just kind of closed that account. So you still have an AdSense, it still works, but they closed the website portion of it, you see? But people started getting emails about this, thinking it meant that Google was closing their entire AdSense account, and the whole internet started freaking. They started like going crazy or posting up to YouTube. What are you doing? You've ruined my livelihood. This is how I make my living. Now my business is going out of business because you closed my AdSense. Meanwhile, their AdSense is open and fine. All they had to do was log in, and they would have seen that it was fine. They were like completely freaking out about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I had to annoy Raven's Dolphin, by the way. So yeah, that I wasn't hand graphs told me, and that wasn't hand graphs in my opinion. Post it, but it wasn't quite. No. But I was annoying Raven's Dolphin, but it's whatever. I was like, sorry Raven, have you had an email like this before? Have you ever had this kind of email before? Is it because I don't know actually? He was like the one person I could ask at that fucking point in time, because he's also, he also does like he gets super chats, he's got members and all that stuff, so he deals with AdSense stuff as well. So I was asking him, I had the emails like before. He's like, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with that. It was a strange one because the details didn't make sense. It matched up with my AdSense number, the kind of. So yeah, I was confused. I wasn't exactly concerned. I was confused and a bit weirded out. Because I knew it wasn't spam. I knew it was definitely Google that sent me. But as I said, I went to my AdSense and it was still open as far as I could see, and YouTube didn't give me any messages. So it was a very weird thing. At first I thought it was just an error on, Google's part. But nah, I wasn't freaking out, but I was confused, basically.
So it was kind of silly. I'm glad that in this case, there was a situation where I was paying attention, so I didn't freak out at all. Didn't really affect me. But other people kind of got shocked by it, and it was kind of like a red herring story on the internet yesterday, because it's really not the case of what was happening. There was no mass banning. You know what I'm saying? There was no shadow banning. It was just way over exaggerated. So, all right. Outside of all of that, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Is there any other stuff really going on? Not really. I think we'll get to our shout out segment now. So first of all, shout out to Parasolo, who did the first super chat of the day, saying, "Are you going to pre-order Modern Warfare 2 because the campaign is a week early?" As I literally just said on the podcast, no. We have so much going on between Scorn, me finishing up The Evil Within 1, starting up Plague Tale Requiem on Tuesday, and then having to choose between either Gotham Knight or Mario plus Rabbids on Friday. There is absolutely no time I'm going to have to play the campaign early. So, no. It would be really a waste of my time to do that and then not be able to even touch it. So, no. But thank you for the super chat. Gathering Hall Live has re-upped their membership for 3 months and says, "Man, it's hard to find restaurants like that." Hi, Phil. It really depends on where you live. It does, because out here, I am pleased to say we do have a lot of local restaurants like that. Great care to the customer, great attention and care to detail to the food. They want your repeat business. They go the extra mile to get your repeat business. But at the same time, there's also an equal amount of chains that suck ass, understaffed, don't train their staff, don't care about you. All they want is your dollar, but people still line up in droves to go to these places because they're just ignorant, So you kind of get both, okay? So, yeah, but I'm happy. I'm always happy to be a patron of a business that cares about me. Thank you, Gathering Hall Live, for your support. All right, now we begin with tips. Our first tip of the day is by the way, I should say this before we begin, because I actually forgot about this. Magic 8 Ball. If you tip $8 or more in a single tip today, you can ask the Magic 8 Ball a question. So, Magic 8 Ball, will I...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, Bart. Well, so Super Chat says, "BRB, gonna dig out my power drill and bore it into my ear canal." Jesus, pal. It's okay. I think the boring, shitey stories are almost over. I think the worst of it's over. Hopefully so, anyway. He's on his contributions now, so hopefully it won't get that bad anymore.
Like Scorn. Very doubtful. I swear that 8 Ball is haunted or something, man. That thing has been giving me nothing but negative answers every day when I ask it a question. All right. Our first tip of the day is a $2 tip from Dead Iron. Thank you to Dead Iron for our first tip. Dead Iron says, "Scorn is very divisive. I'm very interested on what your take will be on this game." Me too. As you know, sometimes I like these kind of games, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm not in line with what the mainstream say about a game. Sometimes I am. I don't know. And the thing is, there's no consensus. There just isn't. Some people like the game, and some people just really don't. It's not their cup of tea. So, there you go. So I just received an $8 tip, but there's no name. So I'm going to say this is an anonymous $8 tipper because they did not give me a name. Okay. What's going on here? Here we go. Let's play an animation. Thank you to this tipper. First animation level tip of the day. There we go. So, the anonymous tipper asked the following. Could you release Patreon content if we reach a tip goal like $200? Sometimes I want fresh DSP content and you're enjoying your day off, shaking my head. What? Could you please release Patreon content if we reach a tip goal like $200? Sometimes I want fresh DSP content and you are enjoying your day off, shaking my head. I'm so lost. What does that mean? Release Patreon content? What Patreon content? James says, is he referencing the private Q&A videos that I do? Maybe. But what does that have to do with hitting a $200 tips goal? And how on earth would that affect my day off? And how would I hit a $200 tips goal on my day off? I have no idea what he's talking about. I really wish I could give you a better answer, anonymous tipper. I don't understand you. If you could rephrase or something, but I have no clue what you're talking about. I feel bad because you tipped me $8 and I'm lost. I'm dazed, confused, like a babe in the woods. I don't know, man. All right, well, my nose, oh my God, it's itching. So Gathering Hall Live has tipped me $10. Now, Gathering Hall Live, I'm going to be honest with you. He sent me a very private message here. I'm reading it right now. And I want to say thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that my streams are helping you through a tough time of your life. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Because honestly, this is kind of private what he told me. I don't feel like this is maybe something I should read out publicly on the stream, just being honest. And I'll be honest with you, Gathering Hall Live, you got to be careful about your private matters. You don't want to be talking about that kind of stuff on the internet, okay? So what I will say is thank you for the $10 tip. It's a $10 tip, very generous. Basically, the gist of his tip says, your streams are helping me get through and distract me from a really bad time in my life, so thank you for the entertainment, bro. You're welcome. That's obviously one of the reasons why I still do what I do, is because people tell me that outside of me just, you know, being a jackass playing video games or doing a podcast every day, that it has meaning to them. That sometimes it distracts them from bad times in their lives, that it gives them a sense.
Okay. So that's a double bingo. He said help, and it's also I'm getting over $15 in tips. So that is a double bingo, guys. Because we've got the fourth row down and the end column as well. So there we go. Double bingo. So 2 horns to play for you. So there we go, guys. We're doing quite well. We're 6 away from a full house. We need to say 5 more things. I have to say: variety, idiot, tired, sound good, and reality. And we need them to do the hand graphs as well.
Sense of, you know, belonging on a stream, in a community, that it has deeper meaning than just, you know, games or a podcast. And I really appreciate that you shared that with me, because that motivates me to keep going. On days when everything's going wrong, right? On days when basically, you know, either the trolling's going bad, or for whatever reason things just aren't working out with a game, or everything just seems to be falling apart, right? I'm happy to know that the content that I'm at least putting out there is helping out others. You know what I mean? If I felt that the content that I was putting out there was harming others, I would not do it. But as you know, as I've done reacts to things like the Keemstar documentary and things, you know, I find that kind of behavior detestable. I absolutely would not be putting out harmful content. I would quit first. So I'm happy to hear that people are getting positive reinforcement, entertainment, support.
Well, you literally you're somewhat responsible for some of your fans going bankrupt. Timble has got his third bankruptcy. If fucking has to get like payday loans and that shit, and part of that is fucking going towards you because you're fucking pleading with them. You're guilt tripping some people who are vulnerable people into getting money off them, so you can fucking waste it on stupid shit like fucking stupid meals out with your wife. You don't need to have a fucking meal out with your wife once a fucking week. But it's not a fucking necessary prerequisite to fucking getting through life. Like I don't know about anyone else. I don't know about you guys, but fucking hell, it's not. I don't. Maybe if I'm lucky, once a month, I'll have a meal out with my wife, with my fiance, my wife to be. She's my fiance still, sorry. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? No, it's not. Phil thinks it's some kind of strange normal thing. It's like it's a must-have. He must fucking make sure he fucking gets to go out and splurge on a meal once a whole week. If he doesn't do it, so it ruins his whole fucking week. It's bizarre. Greg Lex saying, "Whoops, adopted W." She's going to be my wife in future, Greg Lex says. I feel it's okay to say that, but yeah. Fucking Phil being Phil. But yeah. My fiancé. There you go, Greg Lex. My fiancé. You get my point, though. Phil. This is what I'm saying. Like, if. I don't have a fucking problem with some of Phil's fans enjoying his fucking content. If some people unironically enjoy Phil's content, that's fair enough. People can enjoy what they fucking want to enjoy. But I think it's pretty undeniable that Phil is misleading everyone with what he does with his fucking money. It's hard to trust him as being genuine when he fucking cries and fucking begs about being fucking living in poverty when we see him spending so much fucking money on WWE champions and that shit. He is fucking exploiting these people who are generously, willingly giving him money, and they're fucking putting themselves into financial constraints, all because they're worried about Phil and the lies he's feeding them. This is a fucking real problem here.
Or positivity in their lives as a result of the content that I put out, and thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that, and I hope that things get better for you. Okay, I got another $5 tip. Now, I don't think this one No, this has no name attached to it. So first of all, oh, by the way, my bad. I forgot to play a $10 animation for Gathering Hall Live. Thank you, Gathering Hall Live, for your tip. Time to get slime. Oh, funky. I say it every time. Oh, it feels so funky. Okay. So, thank you, Gathering Hall Live. Our next tip, I guess would be considered an anonymous $5 tip. So let's play that animation. Let's add this to the running total. Hey, Phil, I'm watching some Street Fighter 6 content. I'm wondering, will you consider doing co-op commentary streams or dual streams with other fighting community competitors for friendly bouts? Could be fun. Here's the thing. Obviously, just with this tip, it's pretty obvious. This person, okay, did not tune into my content over the last week to see how the fighting game community treats me. You know, they treat me like dirt. They also treat their OGs like dirt. They're basically a very toxic community at this point. And I don't want, by the way, I don't want to say this is a blanket statement. Not everyone in the fighting game community. But I hate to say it, there is a group of people, a majority of people in that community that are very, very toxic towards people. And you would think, especially with a game like Street Fighter 6 coming out, and the fact that their community could see a big reinvigoration, that they might want to be more open, that they might want to be more positive. Instead, this weekend has proven it's the polar opposite. They're at each other's throats. They're arguing about what should or shouldn't be in the game. They're attacking their OGs in their community. They're just being toxic. It's really fucked, the way that they behave over there. And like I've told you guys, I really don't want to be a part of that. If someone reached out to me from the fighting game community and would be interested in say, hey, you know, you want to do a set or something, I probably wouldn't be opposed to it. The thing is, they don't do that shit. They really don't. They're over there. They're all about clout. So if I can fucking diss as many people as I possibly can, you know, to get fucking clickbait views on my garbage shit, that's how they act. It's like, what is that? You know? So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I like the game, and I'm sure as there's more betas and the game gets closer to release, there's going to be way more interest in it. You're going to be people who are going to be more interested in certain people to go to. I don't think I'm going to be one of them. I'll be honest. I'm going to be viewed as an outsider to the community now. You know, unlike, you know, when Street Fighter 4 came out and I was one of the prominent YouTubers who was covering it, it's the opposite now. Now I'm like the redheaded stepchild of the fucking internet. You know, God forbid that I even try to play a game. It's hilarious because to give you some perspective here. So day one that I played Street Fighter 6, not knowing any of the systems, doing absolutely no research on the combos or anything about the game, playing cold turkey, I actually played Chris G from New York City. And Chris G is an amazingly good player. He's a former EVO champion. He kicked my ass like 13 wins in a row. He's so good. I don't think I threw him once. Every time I tried to throw him, he teched it. Okay? He's an insanely good player.
You both basically had the same amount of experience and time playing it. It's not as if he's fucking got a game ahead of you, Phil. You both started playing at the exact same fucking time. The fact of the matter is, he's a fucking better player than you. You're fucking old and has been past it, fucking super turbo fucking player and doesn't know how to fucking adapt to the fucking times. You're fucking trying to pretend this fucking guy had so much fucking extra time to fucking learn the game when he had the exact same fucking amount of time to learn the game. It's literally one of his first times playing the fucking character, almost. I mean, within like fucking 10 minutes or something, or 30 minutes. The guy crushed you into the fucking ground because he's a fucking better player than you. There's no two ways about it. It's not as... You're fucking pretending... When you fucking sent that tweet out to him, Phil, as if he had so much fucking extra time to prepare for the fucking game. I actually want to try and find this fucking tweet. Let's see if we can fucking find a tweet. Let's go back to the fucking tweet that Phil sent out to the fucking guy. It was what, like a few days ago. It was Chris G. Load fucking more tweets, you bastard. Overwatch 2. When was this? When the fuck was this? Hang on. So it looks like it's here. Looks like it's fucking here. So load more. 2 seconds. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. For those seeing Amazing Jamie at the end of my first stream, beat the 30-0, that's apparently NY Chris blah blah blah. That would certainly make sense considering he's a pro who likely did his homework before the beta. Props, I was clueless. Did his homework. Did his fucking homework. No, it's fucking... You both had the same amount of fucking time to play the fucking game. Phil. Did his fucking homework. That's what I'm saying. The guy read the fucking tweet out on his stream and he was confused as fuck about it. I should give me a second here. 2 seconds, 2 seconds again. Another fucking 2 seconds. Another one. Let me go to his fucking Twitch. And let me see if I can find some clips. Shush. So it's not this. I don't think it is. No, it's 35 fucking minutes. No, thank you. Is it this one? I think it's this one. He's reading the tweet out.
GG's, I'm a literal noob at Street Fighter 6.
Money, money.
My man's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thanks to Meth Bear for the tip. He says I hadn't seen a proper beatdown like Chris G did to Phil since the Battle of Culloden. Fucking shout out to the Battle of Culloden. Some of you history buffs out there might be aware of what the Battle of Culloden was. If not, then yeah, Google's your friend. But long story short, the Scots beat the English like a government mule, sent them homeward thing again and all that jazz. But yeah, the Battle of Culloden. But yeah, one of the rare times, you know, Scots got one over on English. But yeah, thank you very much, Mepe, for the tip. I'll rewind the super chat. It's only like 30 seconds long, this, so.
GG's, I'm a literal noob at Street Fighter 6. My man's like he's acting like I've been playing this game. He's been acting like he acts like I studied this. Like what's really funny though is that everything that you see me doing right now, I just learned it like 3 hours ago.
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Like it's kind of weird. It really is weird. Like I'm trying to think about it. I don't know how else to put it. Hey, dog. Everybody is new.
Pretty much. There you go. That's exactly the fucking point. But you get what I'm saying, though. Phil pretending that you guys so fucking experienced compared to him. No. He's had the same amount of fucking experience. He's just fucking better than you. Infinitely fucking better than you in his fucking game.
It's an honor to play someone like that who whoops my ass because it's like, damn, this guy's in the know about the game. You know, just playing him for those 13 matches, I actually learned a bunch about the mechanics of the game, right? So I had a good time, and I'm okay losing to the guy, right? I don't give a shit. Who cares? People make toxic videos. Chris G destroys Darkside Phil. Here it is. Like, Darkside Phil is not prominent in the FGC. Darkside Phil didn't play Street Fighter V. Darkside Phil didn't even do any research on the beta. Of course I lost to an Evo champion. You know, like, how is this a shocking thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even make a video about it? Like, what? How is this?
It's entertaining to watch you get your ass fucking beaten, seeing you come out with fucking excuses after excuse after excuse after excuse. I mean, hell, even the guy himself made a video about it. Are you saying he's a fucking idiot for fucking making the video? The guy himself released a video, not only on his Twitch, but he's on his YouTube channel as well. Piece fucking made a video with both your streams combined. But the Chris guy, he fucking made his own video on his own channel of the whole set. Are you saying he's fucking in the wrong for doing that?
But they're acting like this is, look, Phil got destroyed. You know, and? And? How is this anything special? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense at all. So, but that's the FGC in a nutshell right now. You know? So I don't know. Maybe things will change. You know, maybe there would be people who are more open. Because, yeah, when it comes out, I would like to maybe do some sets with people or whatever. But I don't see anyone who's a name in the FGC wanting to do anything with me. I'm just being honest. I don't see it happening. I don't. That's their whole mentality has become so toxic over there that they'd rather just sit here and basically beat me up, right? Than do anything positive. You know? I don't even care if I play a notable person and they beat me every match. Who cares? As long as you learn. That's what I've always told you guys. The key to being good at a fighting game is not winning, but knowing how to lose. If you lose, but in the process of losing, you're learning, then you've actually gained something and you're a winner. You don't have to win the tournament as long as you actually improve your overall game by participating in it. Do you see? So overall, I had a great time getting my ass beat by Chris G. If you didn't see over the weekend, my gameplay improved. And by the time that last session Sunday night, I actually had a great time using things like drive impact and the alpha counters and things I was learning. It was great, right? But that's not the story you'll get from the scumbags in the FGC. Okay. Let's continue. I got a $1 tip. Anonymous tipper says, just a heads up, scoring will auto-save every 15 minutes or so. The combat is very annoying and very cheap. There you go. Alrighty then. Well, thank you for the tip. And the heads up. An anonymous tipper tipped me $5. Can you dim the lights in your office? It's not possible because there's full sun outside yet again. We have not had a cloudy day here in Washington in over a week. It's the fucking fall. Our weather is supposed to be clouds and rain. Like, that's typical fall weather here. We have not had a non-sunny day in a week. Do you want to see what it looks like with the lights off? Are you ready? Serious, for real. Where do you see this? Ready? Wow. Look how spooky and dark it looks in here. Wow, it's real spooky in here, huh? Ooh. Because the sun is so bright. The office is still bright. You know, the only thing that happens is with the light on, the white balance is better, so you can see me a little better. But there's tons of light in this office because of the fucking sun, and it seriously won't go away. You know, so what are you gonna do? I would like to have it. I can't do it. The blinds are all the way fucking down. Everything's blocked, and it still looks the same. You know. Maybe one day I'll brick up my window. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Thank you for the $5 tip. I received an $8.88 tip. Now, I certainly don't have an $8.88 tip animation, but let's play you the $5 animation. Excuse me. They said, please keep this anonymous. Ask the 8-ball if we will see any critters in Scorn today. Critters. I actually have no idea what the enemies are in this game. So, all right, ready? Will we see any critters in Scorn?
Alright, but that looks so fucking wrong. Just like, it's off fucking screen. So it does not look like he's fucking shaking an 8-ball. It looks like he's doing something else.
I actually have no idea what the enemies are in this game. So, all right, ready?
That man's excited for this new game. I'll fucking say that.
Will we see any critters in Scorn? Without a doubt. Without a doubt, the critters will be out in force. There you go. So thank you very much to the $8.88 tipper. I did add that, right? Yes. Okay. All right, and then another tip has come in. 666, which means we can actually play the 666 animation, which we haven't seen in quite some time. Get ready.
Guys, want to see the 666 animation? It's a brand new... Actually, I don't know if it's a brand new one. Or if it's still the old one, but it's just not been seen in a while.
Woo! Ooh, it's hot in here, man.
That's the old one. It's the old one, okay.
That's one of my favorite animations. People always forget that we have it. I've had that for years, by the way. I've had that animation for a long time. But for some reason, no one ever uses it. So thank you to Godzilla. That was Godzilla that just tipped it. He said, Phil, for the love of God, play Modern Warfare 2 early, please. Again, there will be no opportunity to do so. I'm going to be playing Plague Tale. I'm going to be playing possibly Scorn. And I'm going to be playing a new game, either Mario plus Rabbids or Gotham Knights. So I'm going to be playing 2 to 3 new games, balancing with other stuff. There's no time to play it, man. So we will just wait. And we'll play it when it actually comes out at the end of the month. Okay? So, what's up, Jade? How you doing today? Good to see you.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Proper, for a super chat. It says, Phil's hair is so greasy he could solve the energy crisis in Europe. Yeah, that's a... Yeah, Phil went to Europe. I think the Russians were trying to fucking kidnap him, you know, to use for their own needs. Try and corner the fucking energy market again. I say again, you know, that's political talk. That's a big fucking, you know, talking point, you could say, for sure. But yeah, it's Phil. It's honestly, so I can tell you exactly what Phil does, alright? Phil wakes the fuck up. He throws a bunch of cold water in his fucking head, and then he fucking brushes his hair, and he's like, okay, I'm ready to go. And that's it. That's essentially it. He wakes up about 10:30. He's like, okay, I gotta start my stream soon. Quick breakfast burrito, and then fucking onto the fucking computer. Stream goes live, and he's just still waking up essentially.
Okay, so guys, we actually got through all the shout outs, and you guys have been very generous already today with your support. I really appreciate that. We will just do a minute or two of Q&A. If you guys have any questions you'd like to throw my way, please tag me in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as I can, and then we're going to take a brief break, and then we're going to jump right into Scorn and see what it is, all right? Okay. Scorn. Happy Friday to you guys. Dave, I can ask the 8-ball a question if you tip $8. I'm not going to break the rules just for you. Cause like a seagull. I don't know Adventure Time characters besides Jake and Finn from who are in Multiverses because I've never watched the show. I've never seen Adventure Time cartoon, so I can't really answer that. Our day off was pretty good, Jade. It was relaxing. We actually just talked about it. Have I ever considered playing some background music in the podcast? Well, if I did have any background music, it would have to be royalty free. But usually, the music that I play on pre-streams is all remixes of my voice from game playthroughs. That would not make sense in the background at all, right? It would be kind of intrusive, I feel. So if there was some kind of like atmospheric background music, like, I don't know, what would it even be? I don't think we need it, right? I don't think that we... There's some of these streamers, they're like, I have to fill every moment of my stream with some kind of music. It's like, what are you, paranoid? You know, just fucking put out good content. You don't have to have music playing constantly. I never understood that. Oh, I got another tip. Wow. Thank you, guys. Another $6.66 tip from Ugly Tuna Roll. He says, let's burn that booty one more time. Here we go. I'll flambe to my flambigo. Whatever that means. Thank you, Ugly Tuna Roll. That gets us up to $51 in tips, which means we have not even started with the game. And indeed, it is Gunner Glass's time. Excellent. A good start for sure to this streaming week of spooky fun. Every day, something spooky. Scorn today. The Rob Gavigan React tomorrow. Evil Within for a couple of days. Plato Requiem for a couple of days. So we got good stuff coming up. Okay. All right. Should we do that? All right. Rest in peace to Hagrid. It is official. Sadly, the actor who played Hagrid in all the Harry Potter movies has passed away. I believe he was 72 years old. He was actually very well known in the UK. As an actor on like television.
Yeah, he's a fucking Scottish actor, no fucking wonder.
Shows and stuff. And when he got that role, it was like the role of his life. And of course, everyone loves him as a beloved, actor, as Hagrid. So, Hagrid, great character, probably one of the best characters of the Harry Potter movies, quite frankly. Kind of weird because
say his name, bitch. Say his fucking name.
Because in the earlier Harry Potter movies, Hagrid definitely is like a bigger character. But then as the movies continue on, he basically is like he disappears, right? Like he's phased out, and you like never hear from him ever again. But it's weird. You gotta wonder, did that happen in the books too? Or did they just really not have anything to do with him in the later movies? Because you would thought maybe he would have been a part of it. He just really doesn't show up.
Say his fucking name. Don't say his fucking one of the character names. Say his actual fucking name.
So, I don't know. Anyway, rest in peace. Hagrid, one of the best characters in Harry Potter, in my opinion.
What a disrespectful piece of shit, man. He's not even going to bother to learn what the guy's name was. Robbie Coltrane.
Great, he did a great job. Okay. Okay. All right, we good? Any last minute questions or? Plum Girl says he was still very present in the movies, but yeah, not quite as present as in the books. Yeah, because like I remember really, really liking the character. Okay. I remember really enjoying the character, and then all of a sudden, he wasn't there anymore. What happened? Did he retire? Did he go on vacation? Did he move? When Voldemort hit the scene and made himself known, did he get out of Dodge and leave? Did he jump on a fucking griffin and fly away, or whatever those creatures were in the wood? Did he get the fuck out of there? I don't know. He's like disappeared. You thought he would have been like in the end. He would have been in like the final fight, and he's not even there. Like what happened? Very odd. Okay. Another tip. Ugly Tuna Roll just wants to burn your ass yet another time. So here we go. Another ass burning. They really got my butt over the coals today. Thank you, Ugly Tuna Roll, for yet another 666 tip. Good lord. How am I going to sit and play a game when my ass is on fire so much today? We literally went from that animation never playing to that animation now playing a ton. Yeah, you know what's funny? If you guys didn't notice, I used to get a ton of 420 animations because $4.20 was the minimum that you could tip to get an animation. But what ended up happening was now that we changed the tip system, I guess a lot of people forgot about the animation. So just to reiterate, here's the animation levels. $4.20, $5, $6.66, 10, 20, 30, 50, 75, 100, 150, 200. Yes, there's actually a unique animation for every single one of those tip levels.
And whereas I have one single animation for anything you guys are willing to give me, it doesn't fucking matter how big or fucking small. Even subscriptions play the same fucking animation. I'm a basic bitch, but hey, I stick to what people like. You know, I don't try and complicate shit. You know, I'm not trying to fucking fleece the masses for fucking extra shit. It's a greedy. It's a big form of greed, in my opinion, for Phil to go out of the way like that and say, I need separate animations for this amount of money, for that amount of money, for that amount of money, for that amount of money. To me, it just shows an excessive amount of fucking greed and hunger and lust for that fucking money. It's something ugly about it. It's something horrible about it. It's something just there's not. It rubs me the wrong fucking way. It's not just because it's a Phil thing. In general, for any fucking content creators that have so many different animations that go up that fucking high, specific individual ones or such, to me it's weird.
So, yeah, if you're interested, there you go. You can do any of those specifically, or you can do in between. The only ones that are absolutely specific are 420 and 666. Those you have to have the exact tip amount to have the animation. The others you could just be in between. You see? Okay. All right. I got another tip. Good Lord. Thank you guys for your support today. I really appreciate this. A $5 tip just came in from Gathering Hall Live again. He said, I got to bounce. I'm at work, but have a great stream today. Thank you very much, Gathering Hall. Have a good day, man. And thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Okay. Very nice. Wow. I think it's time to end the show, guys, because we're actually going a little late now. Now, obviously, I want to get into scoring and see what it's all about. So thank you all for your support. You guys are awesome today. Great audience. Let's end the show. And one final thing, because I do feel like I should say this before, we jump into an entire week of horror content.
He's going to the jump scare, guys. Brace yourselves.
At this time of year, it is very important for us all to stay in the spirit. Happy Halloween. I've done it every day this month so far. So you guys must be expecting it at this point. I mean,
You only fucking did it because you fucking found out the truth or the origin of that fucking picture you had, the end screen picture. Dark Side of Phil showed you what the fucking other half of that picture was, and you couldn't fucking handle it. You couldn't take it. You thought, shit, the tractor sent me this, and he's been making fun of me the whole time. Oh no. So he got rid of his whole fucking outro. Dark Side of Phil played you like a bitch.
I mean, come on. We're like halfway through the month. I can't still be scaring any of you with that, right? No way. Anyway, let's get over here. Oh, Jesus. No, I didn't mean to click it. I swear to God, I did not mean to click it that time. That was actually a genuine mistake. The other time was intentional, but that time was an error. Okay, hold on. So it looks to me like my capture device is not working because it's black screen. You see that? So I think what I might have to do is dick around with it. I might have accidentally kicked it. So I do have to restart, I think. So hold on a second here. First of all, let's fix the webcam. Webcam's good. Yeah, see, nothing on the screen, which means I probably, when I went to get the stink bug earlier, I probably kicked it, and it turned it off on me. All right. So here's what I'll do. Let me unplug and replug, which isn't going to work, and then I'm going to have to restart the setup. Yeah, okay. All right, so give me a second. Let's just, let's shut down the stream quickly and then reopen it and see if it works, all right? I'll be right back. The stream should stay for you guys to like blip. I'm just gonna turn it off and turn it right back on. Okay. Okay. Should be working again, everyone. If you could refresh your setups here. I'm not muted. I just wasn't saying anything. I was waiting for you guys to come back. So as you can see, it works. It's a weird thing. Like I said, my capture device is very finicky, and sometimes you can, you kick the wire and it disconnects. I think what happens is when I got up to get the stink bug, I probably stepped on the wire and it freaked out or whatever, right? Guys, we have more contributions coming in. Judge 1964 CPU just did a $10 super chat. Says, I'm always missing your live stream. What's the most overrated horror monster and underrated horror monster? Over and underrated. Think about this for a second. Judge 1964 CPU. I would say the horror monster that literally never scared me and I never thought was anything big, but for some reason people still reference it. The Jeepers Creepers monster. I think it's the stupidest one ever. It's just dumb. It's not scary. It's a dumb premise. They had several sequels to a movie that I thought was shit. So I think the Jeepers Creepers monster sucks. I really do. I don't know why anyone even talks about it to this day. I wish the movie would just go away. Underrated? An underrated horror monster. All right, how about this one? This is going to be one that's a little out there. Did you guys ever see the movie It Follows? That movie is scary. That movie, the premise is, get this, there's a monster that is an STD. Yes, if you sleep with someone who is infected with this monster, there's a slasher killer monster that tries to kill you until you sleep with someone else and pass on the STD of the monster. And the monster can look like anything. It can look like a person. It could look like it's really creepy. Like, I basically don't want to spoil the whole movie, but there was genuinely some moments of the movie that scared the shit out of me when it hit. Oh God, that's just like really creepy imagery. And it's one of the more unique movies, horror movies, okay, that I've seen in the past several years. So I would definitely say check, if you have not seen it, check it out. It's very unique, okay? There you go. I received another tip. This is crazy. I'm never going to get to start. I got another tip, a $10 tip. Now, this person, again, they didn't give me a name, so I can't really give a shout out to a name. I'm just going to say it's anonymous. Let's play the $10 animation while I read what they have to say. Thank you for that. So, an anonymous $10 tipper says, Phil, there are lots of mixed reviews for Scorn. Lots of people getting lost in the labyrinth and they get frustrated. Combat is also clunky. Looking forward to the playthrough regardless. Okay. Thank you very much for the anonymous $10 tipper. I appreciate that. And again, please remember, guys, if you are going to tip me, please include your name, all right, in the tip so I know who you are. All right, another anonymous tipper just tipped me $1 and says, yes, it is true. Scorn basically saves about every 15 minutes or so. But I guess the problem is if you die or something in between the 15 minutes, then you lose that 15 minutes of progress. And that's, I guess some people are frustrated at that too. Huh. Interesting. Okay. All right, so are we good now? Here's the thing. I don't need to take a break. I don't have to use the restroom today. So we can actually jump right in. Cool. Gamer guy, you forgot to put your name? All right. Well, we already... Good news is, it wouldn't have been the top tip anyway, so it's not like you missed out on having your name on the leaderboard or anything. Thank you if that indeed was you. I appreciate that.
You don't deserve to have your fucking name on this fucking board. You didn't give me enough fucking money. Come back when you got fucking more money, you fucking scrub. That's essentially how I translated that from Phil.
Okay, are we ready? Everyone ready to get started? I don't know how... If my camera's in a good place, I don't know how the volume's going to sound. Here we go. What the fuck? Oh. What? The game needs a 20 gig update? This better be the fastest update in history. Are you kidding me? Why didn't it do this overnight? I had this whole thing set up for auto update. So I have no idea why it didn't do it, but it looks like it's actually pretty fast. In the meantime, I just received another tip, a ginormous $20 tip. So thank you. First of all, let's play the animation. Thank you very much for the $20 tip. And this tip says it is from not DSP. Okay then. Thank you.
Hold on. Prophet's trying to blame Dashy for picking a... No, this is Prophet's bingo card. Let's not let Prophet try and deceive people. This is Prophet's bingo card. This is a 96th bingo card picked by Prophet. This was a Prophet special. So this is Prophet's bingo card. He's not going to pass off the blame to Dashy. That's no fair. We have evidence, Prophet. We have evidence. Evidence is on our side. You and your sexbot army cannot compete with the evidence. It's overwhelming.
For the biggest tip of the day is from not DSP. Well, that is correct. You're indeed not DSP. Here we go. You know what I just realized? Why do I put parentheses around the tip? Right? Why do I do that? I've been doing that ever since I started accepting tips on stream in 2017. Why do I do that? You don't need that, right? Right? And in fact, why don't I just do it like that? What do you think? I actually have absolutely no idea why I ever did that. It's been over 5 years I've been doing that. I'm now for the first time thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't have a clue why I put it in parentheses. I have no answer. I think I just on the fly one day started doing it and just kept doing it that way. But it's a lot easier without it. I don't have to worry about the fucking parentheses. Anyway, there you go. I guess we'll do it like this from now on. Figure that one out. This sucks. I don't know why this didn't auto-download. This is dumb. I have everything set up for auto-download because it's supposed to be smart delivery where you get your game the day of. It's supposed to already be ready, and it's not ready. This is really dumb. So I guess I'll stop. I actually started recording for literally no good reason because this happened. This is dumb. Do I like autumn-themed smells? Sure. Sure. Cinnamon, pumpkin, sometimes like caramel or apple, cider. Yeah, absolutely. I think those are great smells. Battleduck says, welcome to the future of gaming. Yeah, apparently so. Don't ask me what happened. We're here. This was supposed to be ready for today. Why on earth would I set it up for smart delivery if it wasn't going to fucking download the update? And by the way, the Xbox was set up, hooked to the internet and everything during my day off, so it absolutely should have done it. It just decided not to. Stupid. Lady Elsa, those are my favorite candles to buy. Yeah, this is the time of year for sure, man. Absolutely, this is the time of year for that fun stuff. I love this time of year. I really do. In fact, like I told you, today should be okay. Tomorrow, it's going to be fucking summer weather here. Tomorrow and Sunday. So I'm going to be in here sweating like profusely, trying to do horror-themed stuff with you guys. It's fucking October. It's mid-October, and it's like summer weather. I'm just so tired of it. Hello, Mark. How are you? I'm good. Did I eat pumpkin pie so far this year?
It's another bingo diagonal line going the other way from bottom left to top right. He said he was tired of it. He's tired of all the hot weather. That is another bingo. We are 5 away from a full house. It could still happen, but it's unlikely at this point. Prophet says 300 megabytes per second connection confirmed. Calculated as total time required to match the download. There you go, Prophet. So Prophet was now able to figure out for absolute certainty Phil's speed, his connection speed.
This year, no. But I've had pumpkin pie and I like it. I'm not in love with it, though. I like apple pie more than pumpkin pie. Okay. We already talked about Blink-182 the other day. I'm not wasting any more time on that nonsense, so you save that question for somebody else. More tips are coming in. Good Lord. I received another $6.66 tip. It said $1 short, hee hee. $1. That's all it says. There's no name. It's just $1 short, hee hee. So there's your 666 tip. Burning my ass again. Thank you very much.
Technically, though, it's not $1 short. Technically, Phil has received over $100 in tips. He just refuses to fucking add up the cents as well. It's kind of weird, but Phil does that all the time. He rounds down the way all the time. Now, he never rounds up. He always rounds down, which means he actually always gets a bit more than he usually claims.
Much. And then I received a $1 tip from Shaleem saying I have thin skin, I don't know how to take a joke, or my mods are out of control. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'll take it as a compliment. And with that tip, we have reached $100 in tips. Amazing. Which means it is now time for a hat. You guys can vote on a hat for me to wear during today's stream. Thank you so much. Which hat is scorn best?
Is there a variety of hats, Phil? Please say a variety.
Would it be the cowboy hat? Would it be the Los Santos cap? Would it be... I'm trying to think what else to wear.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Or would it be...
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
Shit.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
I don't know. The Punisher beanie. Which I haven't worn in a million years. There you go. Please vote. More tips are coming in. Chocolate Tits tipped me $1.25 and says hello. It's an absolutely disgusting name. Thank you for the tip. And And then I got a dollar tip from Gamer Guy saying, sorry, that was me earlier with the anonymous $10 tips. You know, sometimes he forgets. It's all good. I appreciate your tipping today, Gamer Guy. Thank you for the support. Oops. Oh, shit. Okay, I almost clicked on something stupid. And now another anonymous tipper tipped me $1 and says, yeah, everyone is right about the saving and scoring. It's really bad. I guess it's one of the major things everyone's complaining about is that, you know, losing 15 minutes of progress at a time really sucks. That does suck. Okay. Fall Rain, actually just Fall Rain, has become a channel member. Thank you to Fall Rain for becoming a member today. I appreciate that very much. We're almost done with this update. It actually worked out. We had time to shout out everyone's contributions and everything. Bender Hat is like way in the lead. Oh my god. All right, Bender Hat is like ridiculously in the lead. I'm just gonna get it. Okay. Okay. Whoa.
Shut up, bitch!
Here we go. Stupid hat is funny. Okay. Another tip. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, Shalim wants to be unbanned. Shalim, as you know, yes, the only way to be unbanned is to email me with the URL of your YouTube channel. And then I have to look at it after the fact. There's actually no way whatsoever to on the fly unban anyone on YouTube. Maybe that will change because if you guys remember, a couple days ago, I gave you a news story that YouTube was launching monikers, or I forget exactly the wording. Hold on. They're called,
handles, Phil. They're called handles.
Handles. YouTube handles, right? So what it is just like Twitter. There's an @ and then your name, and that's your unique handle on YouTube that's assigned only to you, and no one else can have it, okay? So if they're unique handles now, all right, maybe what that means is you can ban and unban people using a handle. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe that's one of the things you'll be able to do moving forward. That would be pretty cool if that were the case. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but that would definitely be a use of handles that I would enjoy because right now I literally cannot unban you guys. I need your URL, go to your channel and unban you from your page. I can't just unban you in a chat after you've been banned. As long as unless you have a message still on the screen that I can click on to unban, there's no way to manually do it. So, Toasty Ghost did a super chat and says, feelings and sensations that you thought were dead, no squealing, and remember that it's all in your head. There you go. I have no idea what that's from. It certainly sounds like a lyric. Thank you to Toasty Ghost for the super chat. Okay, are we ready to get started? Gorillas? It's gorillas. All right, here we go. All right, everyone, it's time for scoring.
Oh my god. I was about to stop Bingo, but I don't think... No. He can't play the game.
All right, everyone, it's time for scoring.
We're still going, guys. We're still going.
Okay.
The game never ends.
I wasn't expecting that. By the way, we did hit 100 likes on our stream already before I even booted the game. So let's do a celebratory bubble blow while I restart my Xbox. Scoring very well may be the game that doesn't want to be played. First, I tried to play it and the game said it had a 19 gigabyte update. And I'm like, but I set up my Xbox to auto-update games with smart delivery. So why did it not do that? I was like, that's really stupid. So I loaded the update and I go to boot it and I get an error. It's like the game does not want to be played. Let's try again. My games and apps. All right, let's try scoring. Jeez. All right. Bubbles and scorn don't mix. Oh, I don't know about that. Battleduck says maybe it's an artistic game and the bad experience was intended as part of the game. Maybe. Oh man, I need a controller for this game. I didn't know. Thank you, James, for the membership. 9 months of support. I'm filled with scorn for the game. Here we go. Ebb Software. Kepler. What is that? It looks like a shower head. Spraying you. A very small percentage of individuals can experience epileptic seizures. It's terrible. I actually knew one of them. I actually saw.
I do actually think he's been recording the whole time. I think he's going to encode this bit in his fucking gameplay, his YouTube gameplay. Because he didn't indicate he'd fucking stop recording again. So I'm going to play it a wee bit more just to see if he's actually still recording or not. It'll be kind of obvious once he actually gets into it, you know. I think Bingo might be over, but let's just wait and see.
Saw someone once when I used to work at the mall when I was in high school. In my early college days, a woman had an epileptic seizure right in front of me. It was terrifying. Brightness calibration. Let's up it 1. We'll do 1 level up. Okay. So, this looks already terrifying. New game, select slot, settings, and credits. Let's take a look at the settings. Video, brightness, motion blur on, audio. Cinematic, that's fine.
Wait. Why does he want motion blur on? I thought he hated fucking motion blur. This guy fucking hates motion blur usually. He's usually crying and whining about motion blur. So why all of a sudden, why does he fucking wanted it on when he usually fucking hates that shit?
Language. English. I guess we're good. Alright, fair enough. Here we go. Score. Let's go right up this dude's nose. How would you like to be grown into the fucking wall like this?
I'm pretty certain he's still recording. He's gonna have started a game now, and he fucking would have hit record. It's a brand new fucking game for him. I'm pretty certain Bingo's over, guys. It looks like it's fucking that's it, you know. I think he's been recording the whole time when he tried to fucking launch a game and it fucking gave him an error. I think he's been recording the whole fucking time. He's gonna keep that in the fucking video for YouTube. Because he's a lazy piece of shit, he doesn't want to fucking just stop and start again. So I'm calling time on the game. That is Bingo over, guys. DJ Duno says he had to leave in the middle of his day off segment. Did anything else happen? Not really. Phil had a good day off. He ate food. He watched videos with his wife, and that was it essentially. He had a very boring day off. But guys, I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I might be, I'm not too sure. I'm sorry I can't give you a concrete answer. The fact of the matter is, I might be busy tomorrow. I don't actually know. Sorry, I cannot be more clear than that. So I'm either going to be here normal time. If I'm not here, you'll know I was busy. I will try and update you guys though as best as I can, okay? I'll try not to leave anyone hanging. But you guys, thank you very much for joining me for some DSP Bingo tonight. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry it wasn't a full house. We're done well. 20 out of 25 is not bad. Let's blame Profit for the fucking card. Yeah, blame Profit. You'll try and blame Dashy, but we'll blame Profit because he was the one that picked the card in the first place. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for putting up with me as well. I was doing some things as well. So actually, before we even go off, let's see how Phil's doing now with support. Before gameplay began, he was at $104. Let's click on. We are 30 minutes behind live DSP. So let's see where he is now. Okay, we've gone from $104 to. Will it go? Will it go? Come on, hit live. Go. $111. A brand new game has earned him an extra fucking, like, you know, what, $6, $7, $7. 7 extra fucking dollars he's got since he started the brand new game. So there we fucking go. It's a good question. Profit, are you streaming tonight, pal? Friday Night Fights, pal, are you streaming? Let's see if Profit's actually going to be streaming tonight so I can... Yeah, he's going to. So there we go, guys. Profit is streaming Friday Night Fights tonight. So check out Profit's channel for the late stream if you want to check out that. If you're able to check that content out, I'm sure it'll be quite robust, and he's doing a giveaway. He says he might do a giveaway. He might do a Modern Warfare 2 giveaway. So there you go. He's enticing people to do a maybe giveaway. He's no promising anything. He might do it. We'll see how generous he feels. But there you go, guys. Check out Profit later on if you can. But guys, thank you very much for joining me for DSP Bingo today. And guys as well, thank you for putting up with me for like the delays. Streaming elements have been funny, but the contributions showed up in the animations played anyway. Thank you guys for all your support, I do appreciate it. I might not see you tomorrow. If I'm not here tomorrow, I'll be here Sunday, that's for sure, okay? But until then guys, enjoy the start of your weekend, enjoy the rest of your Friday. And yeah, I'm going to end the stream how I always end the stream, with some notorious PIG contributions made by the excellent Pixar Animations. So yeah, thank you very much guys once again. Enjoy your Friday. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money. Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the X and Y axis. Tip me so I could catch up on back taxes, making large stacks, refunding chargebacks, and my laugh sounds like act. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch.
Raise your hands in the air.
50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch.
Raise your hands in the air.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I want to have chill streams. No detractor memes. Bathroom breaks. Playing WWE. Relaxing chill session of Street Fighter 3. Like I'm getting my vibe back from 2017. 50 bitch here. 50 bitch there. 50 bit bitch.
Raise your hands in the air.
50 bitch here. 50 bitch there. 50 bit bitch.
Raise your hands in the air.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. I'm the one
Who just filed for bankruptcy.
I'm the one
Who didn't pay my taxes.
I'm the one
Me.
I'm the one
Who masturbated in front of children.
I'm the one
Who got 4th place at Evo
I'm the one
with a 10-year legacy.
I'm the one
Me. 50 bitch here. 50 bitch there. 50 bit bitch.
Raise your hands in the air.
50 bitch here. 50 bitch there. 50 bit bitch.
Raise your hands in the air.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. The electric bill, the internet bill, the condo fees, my mortgage, my taxes, my back taxes, my current taxes, my state taxes, my federal taxes, my tax attorney, my tax guy, my tax accountant, my my bankruptcy lawyer, all of my credit cards, my new setup, and a new laptop.